out there in YouTube land. This is Dante at Dante Poker. This is our Monday stream at 6 o'clock sharp. So 8 sharp. And this is our T5 game. $2,000 buy-in with bomb pots, and it's also match the sec. So this game plays really easier. So we've got some of the, we'll go around to the felt here and take a look at the players. But we do have a couple players still on their way here. Austin traffic is a real thing. But we also have some players that have been on here before that are definitely going to bring the action. We do see Prestige there in his usual number 7. That's his favorite suit there. That was me coming in and out. We also see we got Chris here. We have Kevin.
Preston, I'm way off the mark there.
We're going to start off with a bomb pot, as we always do. And I'll just go over the bomb pot rules really quickly. It's a PLO bomb pot, which means it's going to be 2 different boards. So there's no pre-flop action. Everybody antes up. In this case, it will be $10, and everybody gets to see both boards, and then they can bet accordingly from that. One rule of thumb about bomb pots is if you flop the nuts, you will not have that by the river, 100%. Okay, so we're probably looking for a 4-7 or 2-4 in somebody's holdings. Kevin is very close. He is hit 2 pair with an, with an up and down straight. So he's pretty strong here. Chris has actually flopped the straight. Probably hoping for a little more continuation. Probably and then Magic's going to lay it down. Good fold. Prestige does call with 7-3. So he's got 9s on both boards. Both his 3s are on both boards as well. So he's going to need a lot of help here. The 4 comes in. I believe that brings in a straight for Kevin. I'll take a peek. And Kevin also has a jack. Oh, no, he has 3 pairs. Kevin has top trips, if that's such a thing, with up and down straight doll with a wrap really on the bottom. And
5 bets, 65.
Chris does have the nut straight with the 8. Looks like Kevin's going to go ahead and give a call, holding a very strong hand as well. Hoping for a 6-5 or 4 for Kevin on the bottom. White those out, so taking the top here.
And 9 of clubs on top.
So the flush comes in, but nobody has 2 hearts. Chris is going to do full pot here. Prestige actually got help. He's got a set, but he's got to know that his set.
Set a call.
Hey, Kicker Problems. Thanks for joining us here.
Hey, can you check my phone and see if
That's at the top.
You definitely have the bottom in 3 different ways, or 2 different ways. That's straight, I believe.
Chop.
Straight on top.
They're straight.
He has the bigger straight. He has the straight
Wow, is that going to be a chop with just a 3 on the bottom?
And 9s on the bottom. Jacks and 9s on the bottom. Take that back. Take that back.
Hey, Rena, how are you?
He's here. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it. He's here, but he's getting chips. Thank you, Preston. Thank you, thank you.
soon as everyone
25
gets here, we'll probably
present?
decide.
25.
Still waiting on 2 players.
Recommended.
He should be here momentarily. Now we're off to the
Live.
wheel poker here. And I
March
see,
the action will be on you. Busy live.
see three, looks like 3 straddles if that's correct. We got Magic Aries, really good player. And he's been on this stream lots of times. Probably recognize because he wore his mask. So, yep, we do have the 3rd straddle. The $50 straddle is on by JR. Kevin's probably going to pop this open with his ace-jack suited. He does 175. It's really good sizing. I think Chris will call. Just a set mind here.
Sorry, is that a 50 straddle?
Dudley's here. Always a fun player to play with.
7 call.
Prestige is going to call with 5-3 suited. We're going to see JR jam here with a couple of Broadway cards here, with King Queen off. I'm not sure what JR's perception is on this. We're going to see Kevin call here. Oh, no, actually goes all in. What a great call, and he is right. He is ahead.
Players chats. Live stream.
Yeah.
Jaylen's on his way, so I have 1 seat with him. But
I'll grab player.
That is unfortunate.
Just me. If you weren't late, we would have started off that.
Didn't really mind this shove there from JR.
yeah. Can I have 100?
Kevin leads out.
We're 2K behind. 100.
Okay, behind. 1900 behind.
Straddle board, which is probably
Oh, wait, give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that black 100. I did it wrong.
She needs the black.
I need the black.
You need the black guy.
Yeah. So he still has 1900. He's got 100.
And I'm going to give you 100.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
No. I kept the 100. So he's got 1900 behind. So he kept the red. Thank you, Kevin. Line 5, line 4.
Shoot one time.
How much you
That's
started
a pretty good little.
1,000.
This is my real life.
Yep.
Yeah, that was an interesting jam. Obviously, he's just trying to get Kevin off of his hand, but with buying in shallow, it just didn't really have enough behind him to make that
Nice
happen.
sessions over there. I don't think I've ever had a weekend night good at 1-3.
Sometimes you just got to blast off. You know? Yeah.
Hateful.
My blasting off goes. My dump spell, you know?
One fold, 3 fold.
Wait, so it's mostly from bluffing? No. No, okay.
All right, so Chris is going to open up here with Jack 9 offsuit, probably feeling a little bit bored here.
So Jalen,
I like the fact that he raises to something in that hand. We do have a new player at the table. Let me see who that is. King in the window, so Jack Queen isn't even nuts. We've got Dudley here with middle pair, Prestige with bottom pair, but he does have that queen in there, so Jack gives him the straight. Chris kind of the same way, he needs a queen, will get him the straight. Dudley's actually ahead here.
6 call. 7 raise, 200. 5 fold.
I really do like Prestige's raise here. Probably knows he's behind, but
Yes, it is.
wants to use that fold activity to get Dudley out the hand. And we're off to the next one.
Jay went is in for your
Oh, we have Kyle. Kyle is in the chat. How you doing, sir? Thanks for hopping in. Kyle is also does the streams here for Texas Card Alpha as well, so you can hear him on the mic.
Thank you, Kristen.
Yeah, we were just.
All right, now we're still in the double. We're still in the straddle phase here.
Yes, thank you. Yes, yes, yes.
We did a
Thank you.
triple straddle last hand, about 2 hands ago.
2 weeks in a row?
You only fine. Well, I'm not playing Thursday anymore, but Tuesday going.
Well, I mean, 2 weeks that I've seen you in a row. Like, playing.
Straddle 10.
James here.
9 raise 30.
He's been on the stream before too. Actually recognize that. And then Jaywin's here. All right, so we're a full table now.
5 call.
That's right. I went to Dallas for the weekend to play, and it was a crazy action. Yeah. It's insane.
Dudley with aces.
It's like softer
All
than
right.
like 1-2. Like,
You know the thing is, the population over
So
there
150, 160, something like that.
greater than
yeah, and that's like
6 raise
turns out you have a lot of people playing football.
160.
He gets a snap call
yeah, it's weird. Like 2 5s
from
like
Prestige.
really
Oh,
the
they have
biggest.
2
I mean,
players with
10,
pocket
25,
fives.
no
7
one was
call.
playing
Sorry,
it.
7 call. My bad.
Tough spot for James, right? Dudley's not really known to bluff here in this spot. Multiple players. Got to know his 5s are beat. Now we have 2 players with 5s. So they're not getting a set. We're 4 ways with a 4-bet. Everybody has a pair. That flop can scare Dudley just a little bit because King Queen could have called, but still should just go ahead and lead out, obviously.
6 bet 200.
I think if somebody had 2 pair in this situation, they would
Brand new
raise
game.
and
7 fold.
they would
9
just call,
fold.
especially multiple like this.
5 fold. Thank you very much, Dudley. Appreciate it.
Adding on 200.
What everyone called it?
Seat 9, add on 200.
I had pocket 5, so I was just curious what the
I had pocket 5.
Did you?
Yeah.
Glad I didn't stick with it.
They're all trying to crack you, Dudley.
Usually I'm stubborn. I would have waited for one more card.
160 and everyone called.
Well, I mean, I didn't make it very much.
I don't know, 160 is kind of pricey. I would never call you 160.
Wasn't that much? He's 25, and what did he make it? Oh, he just
Yeah. Yeah.
30.
I thought it was reasonable.
Kevin,
Yeah,
can you
yeah,
scan
that was-
the cards?
There was a squeeze. It was not
One fold.
almost kind of small, actually.
2 fold. 3 fold.
But you wanted callers.
Okay.
Hang on.
Oh, I
Prestige,
thought he was.
who
No, he was just,
Yeah,
he was
I
making sure
was-
they were in.
Fake,
Yeah.
definitely play a lot of hands. Would be
6
the-
fold.
probably be the one with the highest VPIP.
Habits might be
Who
coming
loves
in.
to see flops.
7 no. Yeah, you can sell
He's
it.
got
That's fine.
9s too, so
730, 8 call.
not sure if he raised it. It's called. Some GR.
Sorry, my bad. Yeah. 730, made it 30. So it's fold, fold, 3 fold, 5 fold, 6 fold. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, raise, 7 raise 30, and a call. Heads up. Yeah. I know, my bad.
It really is crazy. Like the TCH and Dallas play is like 1-2. It's
9 still in the
Seven
lead
checks.
here.
6 times bigger than last one.
Seven bet
I think this
18,
is where,
8 fold.
yeah, he's gonna bet out here.
You're playing stat. Do you play any big games?
I didn't play the 10-25. You know I almost did, like I said. They made it 10-25-50, and I was like, I can't afford it.
Straddle 10.
TCH in Dallas. Irvine, Irving, whatever it is.
good action.
Is that the newer one?
Yeah.
Straddles here.
Good action. I couldn't believe it. I haven't seen action like that in a while.
So you played the left plane this one?
Yeah.
Did you try some of their food?
No.
That's
It
gonna-
looked
that's
really
gonna
good.
be
I'm on a
That's
diet.
gonna be a
right
similar
now.
menu.
Yeah. It's,
Two fold for
We got
one.
J1 sitting right to the
Three fold.
I don't know how to weigh
It should
myself,
be
but
on
I'm
set.
definitely
right
thinner.
of Kevin.
I can tell, yeah, for sure.
Kind of be very
Definitely
fun.
thinner.
Dynamic here.
I feel like we're talking about.
Two fold.
Maybe. I was talking about doing a weight loss.
Five raise 35.
I'm I don't know, I'm just like eating
Breakfast,
lots of
he's
fresh
game.
foods.
Suited.
7 fold. 8 fold.
Devin's been splashing around with his
Pretty much
9
it.
fold.
Tofu.
wheel cards there that are suited.
I'm like spinning on the bike for 45 minutes a day. Really hard. So
One call.
it's going pretty well. I wish I would have taken more action on it actually. I think I'm gonna
Players.
So 2-5, is it going to hit? There's a jack in the window, so it's going to miss that. We have 2 hearts there on the flop.
One
We
check.
also have
exact deal.
some Broadway, so Chris could get a Broadway here.
wait,
with
whenever I
the
weigh in tomorrow.
Queen.
Well,
Yeah,
I gotta lose
it's
45
not
pounds from
fair.
now.
Yeah, keep it going. Keep it rolling, you know?
You did seem confident.
One check.
I mean, it's only fair.
5 check.
Yeah.
6 check.
I thought about asking Bones if he wants to do like
We're
an
gonna
extra
go check
1,000
again.
and be sub
See a
190
9 here.
by June 1st because I think I'm gonna clear the 196 someone using it.
Magic almost has
Give you
it
that.
straight.
I'll give you that.
You'll give me that deal? All right, let me think about it. Let me think about
Yeah.
it.
So whatever you weigh in the morning,
5.
all the way to 190.
What did you weigh in at?
I weighed in at 241, but I chugged like 7 pounds of water right before getting on the scale. Literally chugged 3 quarts of water right before going into Jay's house.
Thank you very much, Mark. What name would you like on the stream?
A-Town.
A-Town?
A-Town.
I'm pretty sure I'm already like sub 230s.
Yeah.
Pretty sure, yeah. Waking up in the morning.
Straddle 10. 200.
Looks like we have another new player here.
This video was like just like kind of tight on me. So. Very loose.
That's
Yeah.
significant, man.
I know. I'm like, it's pretty easy to stick to so far.
Yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Where's the cameras to see the cards? Scan.
There's a
3
scanner
fold.
right in front of you. The
Yeah. It's can. If it doesn't, I'll let you know. 4 fold. But yeah, it's the little
We have a
card
new
that
player
raised
here, in seat 4. I'm not familiar with him as of yet.
5
See what
raise
his name is
35.
on. Doesn't look like he's played the stream before. It's kind of asking where
9 fold.
the card scan, so.
Gerald, how you been?
1 fold.
It's my first day out. My first day out.
Good.
I've been working so hard, man.
Yeah. Good. Give yourself a break.
Yeah, so I woke up like at 2 and I was like, what am I gonna do today? First day to not do nothing.
Yeah.
All right, so we have a couple aces here on the flop.
I can't do that.
Nothing really for anybody.
I mean, yeah, if I've been going through a tough time,
One check.
or if I've been like super busy with a whole bunch of work stuff, and I get data myself, it's something not to take that data myself.
Well, it's different though. I don't get to play
1 call.
poker that much.
Yeah.
As much
Okay, so
I'm
you're-
around poker every day, but I never get to play poker that much.
Yeah.
And my son, he's not 21 yet, so he can't play
Oh,
down the street.
I'm just going to get a boat there.
Play 18.
I think it's 18 and up.
Yeah, it's 18.
Yeah.
Here's 18 and up. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I'm
got it,
saying.
got it.
Full house. Aces.
What's your son playing?
1, 2.
Alright, I'll tell something later.
C1.
Table, okay.
And I'm just going to pull down that pot.
Big black guy.
Buttons in seat 9.
Young guy.
That's not even my son, man. Come on.
That's not bad.
So you do this here, Windstar.
It's like that's a
Block close.
JR's
big age dude.
C1.
Any of them.
And Jalen looked at table 7. He's like, wait, no. Straddle 10.
Plus, Jay was supposed to come out tonight, too.
True?
Jay Stat.
Yeah.
But he chumped me out.
Ooh, what the fuck?
So I
Dropped you off? Where'd you go?
He said he said he woke up at 7:45.
Yeah.
So listening to some of the table talk here.
4 call.
So where did you go?
5 fold.
No, he's at home.
Oh, but you said you dropped the loss.
No, he didn't.
Looks like we have confirmation that C4 is a talker.
7 raise 35. 8 comp. 9 raise. Okay. I had to stop. Okay. See, one fold, 2 fold, 3 fold. Or call. Three players.
Only thing that sucks, of course, is I'm like perpetually hungry.
I think high protein stuff helps a lot.
I'm eating a lot of fish.
Like just having like 4 ounces
Prestige
of protein around
King 10 here.
really helps.
Top pair. JR does have a piece of this.
Yeah.
Probably
Eat a lot
look,
of tofu.
call.
It's pretty high in protein. It's like half protein or something.
Something about protein stuff that keeps you filled. Maybe that and just chug a bottle of water with it.
Yeah. See, I'm eating like.
JR needs to catch up here. Pretty
I put a lot of soy sauce on it, and then it makes my
more streets.
Do the less sodium.
I did do low sodium. I just pour extra. It defeats the purpose, you know.
I did 50% sodium. The problem is, of course,
I used double the sodium. Yeah.
7 bet.
Double the soy sauce.
I'm back when I started.
Prestige gonna bet out the smaller bet here to try to keep. Hey guys, let me know. We're gonna have some volume issues. Let me know if I'm coming through good or not. We got a new setup here, so there's only one person that can be here in the booth at a time.
Well, I work out a lot of pretty active.
The other headset's not working right now.
But my wife
So you guys are stuck with just me.
Yeah. My wife and I were vegan for like 6 years. We just stopped like 6 months ago.
I mean, there's pros and cons, but I mean, I think if anyone's going vegan, it would make sense if you think about it in terms of the environment, not necessarily you personally.
Agreed, yeah.
Thanks, Kyle.
Yeah, I'll eat like non.
So he's gonna go by A-Town. Yeah, I'm not familiar with him.
I avoid dairy.
He is just gonna limp in here. He says he's only got 160 behind. I'm not sure. Deadly would like to see him raise that hand.
When I'm celebrating, I'll have a steak or something.
9 raise.
Yeah, I occasionally eat steak.
1 fold.
Hey, anybody know if lamppost closed down?
They have very limited hours right now. I don't think they have the manpower, so they close at like 2 in the afternoon. They're open up 7 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Yeah, what? Oh, 25?
Fold.
Yeah, like, I don't have those.
You got James here raising it up with a suited jack here.
How that happen?
He thought he could do whatever he wanted forever.
Yeah.
It's just going to build a pot up here, so up to 100. 127.
The opposition trade is very different from that, right? So,
Go as ahead and hits top pair with the King 10. We have 2 players with kings here. We do see spade. We have Prestige with a spade and Town with a spade. J-Town.
7 bet.
So he probably doesn't pick his ace of spades. It's probably good.
Yeah, Chris, I would give you action on the like weight gain bet, but I feel like it's just like not healthy
Yeah, I know.
for you to gain.
Yeah,
Like if you,
Like if it was a bet,
I
just
wish I
gonna-
could give
I'd
you.
put it on in an unhealthy way.
he's just gonna eat like if he's like not gonna meet your goal, he's just gonna start eating like candy bars all day, you know, and like pizza.
7 bet.
And then I could do a weight loss one.
Yeah.
Big chocolate
Yeah, then
shake.
take my money and go away.
Get rid of it. Yeah.
I actually think
So I
Prestige
won't
thinks
give you
he's
action on
ahead
the weight
here.
loss. I'm sorry, or the weight gain. I think
Dudley's holdings good.
we'd have to do like
Spade
a
in
weight
it?
gain, and you have to be like a certain
Ace of
body
spades or
fat.
something like that. The 10 plays. Nice little pot there for Dudley. He just let
We
his
gotta go to
opponent
Delta.
make all
I'm
the
not gonna say
betting.
no for an answer. Trust me. Trust me. You're gonna be like, can I avoid my lease and move to Dallas? Like I'm not kidding. Like, it's like how I imagine games were here like 2 years before I moved here.
Yeah.
But to scoop the cards up and scrub them, like all the cards are taken.
Chilling TCH so hard right now.
The action tracker. So,
Production team in the back.
So you've never been up there to play?
I'm from
so
Dallas. I've
there's
been
a
there.
person in
you've
the
been
back
to Las
trying to push,
I've been to that
pushing all
one.
the buttons.
See, there's really
You
good,
fold,
but I
you check,
usually would go to
whatever.
the other ones. But it's
I'm telling them what to do.
I don't know if it's
And
different,
those are the
but
graphics.
Yeah, I
that
was
are
there
showing
for
up on
Thanksgiving.
I thought I was gonna go play there yesterday. I went to go play in Bruce's game and I didn't get running. So he was like,
Straddle 10, yeah.
yeah, Bruce wanted to drive. Bruce wanted to drive all the way to Dallas just to play that night.
6 fold.
you'd be better off going to TCH.
7 raise, 40, 8 fold. 9 raise,
Okay.
110.
Sorry, just trying to figure out the new equipment here. All right, we have Prestige here with Jax. Gonna bump it up. It's gonna get re-raised by James.
Russ and I are gonna drive up.
Did I see it again? We have two
Yeah, I got
players
like
with the same hand. Pocket threes
Gary's
just
not
folded.
interested too.
James is the one who's 3-betting here. We have Jaywin with
Did
the
you tell me
suited
we're going
ace.
up this weekend?
Probably like a more of a raise here than just a call. He does have
I
the
talked
button.
to him last
I think
night.
all options are up. I'm not a big fan of playing
Not
ace
really,
6 suited, but I think when you have
Yeah.
position,
That feels bad to dump for Kieran, man.
it doesn't hurt to speculate. All we know is James is not going to hit a set because threes were folded. All right, we already have 347 in the pot. So Jaywin is not going to hit diamonds. He is, however, going to have a 6. So he has trips, very disguised, with the ace of kicker. So he beats all other trips. That doesn't include a 9. Now we've got Prestige betting out. This was not a bad
That's
flop.
why we're
for
talking
James
about
either.
why I
Prefer
all
to
that.
see Prestige just check that and slide his aggression over. Yeah, that's just like so
They're both going.
James is going to raise this, right? He's just thinking that Prestige doesn't have a pair. Just wants to get it now. Really like to see Jaywin kind of pounce on this. But he's just going to call. He does have position. I think multi-way you could raise this. I mean,
You don't have to tell everyone.
all right, now we are 3 to the flop. The pot's almost at 1K somehow.
Is there a time delay?
That is one card that Jaywin did not want to see. It's like, what is these people calling with? That's not one card that James wanted to see because now he has 3 high, basically, right? Because the board's going to play for him.
Me.
Wow. 4 of a kind versus a boat. This will be an all-in here. Wow. Jaywin pulls off that miracle 6. Prestige has a boat, has a nice boat too with the jacks, or with the 6 full here in jacks. James just playing the board. So if somebody doesn't have a pair in their hand, he's probably. And then Jaywin gets jammed on, and he's got the absolute nuts. Wow, this is a crazy hand.
He's calling. He's calling the, yeah.
And yeah, Prestige is in a bad spot.
6, 7, and 9.
He's got class 6s. And he's an heavy book.
Wow, Jaywin, what a nice win there. You're right, Kyle. That was brutal. What's he supposed to do? Can you get away from Jackson in that spot? I think multi-way you might be able to, but especially
7-18
since
this
the
way.
pre-flop
It's always
action was
7-18.
James
My bad, my bad.
3-betting or 4-betting, I can't remember. It usually says a big pocket pair. Sometimes it says over a jack. You might be able to get away from
You
it
only called.
when
You only
James jammed there, but
So let me count.
it's a tough spot.
Sorry.
Wouldn't that cash on the table be playable?
That's not cash. It's ones for tipping.
Tip, tip.
It's ones for tipping.
I mean, if it's on the table, it's playable. It should be in his pocket now. If it's not, it's off the table.
No, cash is not a play.
Cash is never playable. And those are strictly ones being used for
Especially if
tipping.
you let them know, otherwise they told me to take it off.
Can I buy a stack of green from someone?
Yeah, I got you, man.
How much is that?
I was,
1,000, whatever more.
I realized how little I had. It's nice being the banker.
Conversation was somebody was saying Isn't that all in account for the cash as well?
What's this?
Many
to
players,
watch that
including
one back on
myself,
30 hours today.
will just leave one if it's bigger than a 1 CDM. Leave one, fine. And it's easier to track, so when you tip the dealer, you tip them with these
How
bills.
close do you live?
So
Like,
you know how
oh,
much money or
need
profit
It's gonna be a
or
bump
loss
up
to
for you
like
guys.
go back home,
on
$10
that
bump
session.
up, Andy up.
Will you
like drive back to Austin, or like
Oh, sorry.
you had to drive back to
James added on
Austin
for
sooner than you expected.
Yeah, he had to get back at like.
I agree,
Sunday
Kyle,
afternoon, which
but,
I didn't know. And then he picked me up late on Friday. We
I mean,
didn't leave
you
here until-
just got
He said like.
pocket jacks there. I wouldn't have been worried about Jalen as much. I was worried about the pocket threes because he got re-raised, and so he could have had the bigger pair. They were
Yeah, you want to know what
absolutely
I had? You guys
an
wanna know
all
what I
in
had?
and a snap call. So your jacks or your six-fold jacks are
Pocket three.
not usually in the running there.
Pocket three.
Yeah, I didn't put you on sixes at all.
5, 6, 6 for sitting out.
Yeah.
Chris, did you want to play the bump
I thought if anything, the six would help my case.
Oh.
Good old
Bump hot,
jacks.
JR?
Should have told me that pre-flop. You know?
We're off to another bomb pot here.
That's my fault.
Got a couple players sitting out, which I actually think is the best strategy when you're playing these bomb
It's
pots.
gonna be the burn. Sorry, Jalen.
I feel like it's me that always loses.
Mistake well received.
Yeah.
No, it's good.
You're welcome.
It's slow. It's slow. Yeah, it's slow. It is slow up here, unfortunately.
So let's see if a player has a six
Yeah,
here.
because
We have spades. Spade draw on top.
the burn.
Board is paired, so take a look at
3 of spades.
holdings here.
4 check, 6, 7 check, 8 check, 9 check.
All right, 8 town, another
2 check,
6.
3 check.
See Magic with the 6. He's going to just check it down, which I don't actually mind a lot of times.
4 check.
Bomb pots just get so crazy after the initial flop. Just everything changes.
70.
Let's see who's got a 7 here. Well, we see 8 town with the 7.
8 fold, 9 fold.
Probably looking for a friend. Magic with the 6. Let's see if I'm missing something here.
1 fold, 2 fold, 3 fold.
Is that 70?
Yes, sir.
Good bet, sir.
Thank you very much.
We're going to see Prestige just take this down.
Thank you very much, Chris.
Maybe you're asking, well, why what will fold? Because I know even though you have trips, those hands are so easily beatable.
You're gonna do a
That's
small blind for 2.
probably not worth the next bet on the river.
Thank you.
Get it going hot, Kristen.
Straddle 10.
Is February some kind of banter where
Someone folded a 6, Lawrence?
wonder what else?
I missed that.
I don't know.
But wait, here it comes. 20 or 25?
25.
I know it's like Black History.
Live 25.
I don't think that's
It would be black and gold, if anything. Black and yellow.
Can you scan your cards again, please? Okay. 8 fold, 9 fold. You're good, Dudley. It takes, this is slower. She's telling me, yeah. I have to make sure and say that out loud when she says it in my ear. That's a straddle. It's 25. One raise, 75. 2 fold. 3 call.
Got some really good players here on the table. I can remember just, I don't know if you guys can, but I can remember just 3 years ago. I don't want to say, this might be insulting, I don't want to say poker was easier, but I think the poker's players nowadays are very, very good compared to in the past. I don't know if you guys
4 players.
feel that way when you play now, but that's what I feel. So, all right, here we go.
4 check, 7 check.
6-5 for Magic, so he's got it up and down. A Prestige
One bet.
has a gutter here, and Kevin with the second pair effectively. Got to be thinking somebody with all his bets, somebody's got to have an ace here. And then we've got
Four fold. Nine of spades is in the
Oh, is that honey butter chicken over there?
Did you see
No,
the
it's
other card?
Popeyes.
No. Okay.
seven call. One bet, 400.
Usually plays, yeah, I gotta leave on time today, but normally I think it takes for another couple hours.
The last hand for the stream will be built at 9:45. Around 9:45.
okay. Here we go.
The game, it may keep
We'll
going.
play like 4 or 5.
Okay, we got a good 3 hours. Alright. I'm gonna have to
Thursday devolved into three-handed, make up any game you want.
Can you post this?
Who's here on Thursday?
Thank you.
Who's here on Thursday?
I'm sure Doug was the
Who's
facilitator.
playing on
of that.
Thursday?
Send them back.
Uh-oh, missed deal. Don't really see that a lot.
I took FC after he was 10 o'clock, and then he got down to his knee.
I'm sure you guys are dying to talk about some Eagles football.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know I'm no Eagles fan, but I did find out that they're going to be
Thursday
playing
is,
in
what is it, 5
Brazil, the first game of the year. starting.
One for down Thursday?
What?
People eating food, man.
It's
Do that.
not always,
Plays just like that.
it's not always no limit though, is it?
Where's everybody watching from? I would like to take a temperature test of where everybody took a
Special occasion.
gauge of where everybody's watching from. It's very interesting. A couple of German people in German watching. The last time I was on, it's fun.
Go ahead.
I was born in
Okay.
Germany.
Yeah, that's our system. 8 call. Doesn't do me good for much time. 8 call, 9 fold. 1 fold.
Yeah, like Rob and I didn't get to
Uh,
Dallas.
JR is going to call with
Like
2
11.
call.
7, 8. Jwin, I like Jwin coming in for a lead here. And it looks like,
And then we played like.
I thought that was a jam. I was just calling the 50.
So it was like.
So A-Town has got
Wasn't like a waste,
10.
but it was-
Only
Yeah.
got 45
You got a
behind.
taste, you know?
Should have just
Yeah,
jammed
you
it.
know, I
you
wasn't able
want
to, like I wanted to
more,
play
you're
twice
hungry.
as much as we did, you know?
Yeah.
7 call.
We got Prestige as well. Looks like Prestige is going to get in there. He actually has momentarily the best hand. So all these cards could be sharing each other. So
5 players. 1 is all in. Further action will be behind the side time.
all right, Queen 4-4. So A-Town is absolutely going to jump ahead of everybody here. For a minute there, I thought Jay would have a 4. So A-Town's going to lead this out. He's going to, he doesn't, he checks it. Now he's got a boat. This hand looks very similar to Prestige Jwin hand, although
100.
Jwin
When do you think
doesn't
you'd be
have.
able to leave?
7 bet.
So
8 fold. 2 call.
I know you get up at like 4 p.m. man.
Not good.
Seven check. 2 check. Alright, just the side. I'm looking at just the side first. We got 3 4s with an ace, 3 4s with an ace.
all right, nice hand for
It's gonna be a
A-Town.
chop.
He's going to go ahead
Get
and,
your 100
oh,
back.
it's a chop.
100 back.
Oh, it's a side
He's
pot.
got
Sorry.
4s full of queens. He's gonna get the mate.
Probably do, like,
Thank you guys.
A-Town. We've seen a lot of boats here in the unusual way. It's a nice hand.
I hope, yeah. I hope that I can.
There has to be dollars. Oh yeah, what time did you say?
However you want.
Around 4 to 5, right?
Or the pink ones if you have any of those.
Yeah, but probably closer to 4 to 5, somewhere around there is my belief.
Well, it's the stream. So.
Does she work from
Thank you very
home?
much.
Is she remote? Okay.
Just so you know, I tip with dollars so I can keep track and then to make sure the thing's on time. is on track. That's all.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it just helps me calculate how much I've donated.
What currency is that in the front?
It's a Nigerian naira.
Nigerian threads.
And we got Prestige, kind of telling why he carries or has singles behind him.
What?
He's JR.
Auto straddle.
Gotcha. 15 to call. Yes, there is.
Got Magic's again. Magic has got 8 here. See 8 one more time, and James is raising. James has been a little frisky here, but he is suited. Kevin's going to raise this up. He hasn't really played a hand in a while, so I expect this to be a heavy raise from the initial 45. 1, 2, 3, 4, 125. It's a little small. Prestige is going to call with his 2 Broadways here. He's not suited though.
The game's run overnight there,
He's looking to spike, obviously.
so there's no sleep there. There's no room for sleep.
There's just 1,000 milligrams of caffeine a day.
Yeah.
How far is that place from Plano?
I don't know.
Is there a TCH
That's
in?
like 45 minutes. Wait,
There's one in Rio Grande,
Colinas from
2 in Houston, and 2 in Dallas.
It's like a good 45 minutes.
Thank you from South Texas. Is this the Rio Grande TCH? Edinburgh, Texas.
Yeah, I'll take a strawberry refresher.
Well, thanks for hopping in. Looks like we see J Stack in here as well. Thanks for hopping in. Make sure you smash that like button for us.
Where are you ordering from? What are you ordering? Starbucks?
I'm gonna get a sandwich and a coffee.
Ready to stay up till 5 or 6.
I don't know. I need to bring a lot of money. Dump for that long, you know.
Yeah, you gotta stake me with a 1025. Bring extra money too.
One check.
No, I'm good. I appreciate it. I actually don't do stuff.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
No, that's my first time there. Oh, really?
3 check.
I mean, it was like 2-5, open to 60, like 6 callers.
So the straight does get there, and so does the straight flush and the diamond.
Came down here and played the stream, and one of them was crazy.
Kevin knows he has to bet this, but
I had
looks like Magic has been very sticky.
Easy.
Yeah, he's fun.
He was lasting off.
yeah. Then there was a
Okay, thank you very much, Jared.
there's a 2-5. Someone opened it to 50. There was like a caller, and I 3-bet it, and we went 6 ways to flop.
Magic's going to take that down. You see Magic on the stream.
It's like stupid.
It's very difficult to bluff. At times it gets very sticky.
Straddle.
I feel like Kevin knew that, so he's just going to go ahead and
Baron's still commentating.
give that one. Still at showdown value with his ace high.
Tuesday night.
He's still going on in
Dallas. Yeah,
Dallas?
he's doing the Dallas.
All right, so here we go. We got
You are under
the buttons in seat 6. Prestige will have the small blind here.
You want me to look
We see the straddle is on. We have gotten up to 3 straddles. Right now he's put us in the straddle, so it's good to see. Pumps up the game tremendously. And we have Magic is
Yeah,
now
but I bet
effectively
I
under the gun. Probably going to play his Super King here.
I'm like even from
He's probably going to limp in for that. He does limp in.
I literally felt like you.
I'm not a huge fan of limping in under the gun. 100% you know it's going to be a raise in Texas, Hold'em in Texas. So it's a couple of suited kings here. Queen Jack from A-Town just calls.
I've been cornering people the last 2 days, so.
Dudley raises. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Dudley raises. I love Prestige's hand. 9-6 of diamonds. All right, so as predicted, it was raised here pre-flop, and Magic calls are raised.
Yeah, I'm like starving every day. Like when I go.
I guess you can control the pot sizes here if you're Magic.
Where'd you order it from?
Sushi Nini and Round
2 clubs right off the bat for Magic.
the like chef's choice. One of the fishes tastes a little.
Nobody with an ace. Prestige is actually ahead here with a 9. Deadly hates that flop, but he's going to c-bet this,
Discount if you get chef's choice.
expecting the others to fold, which they never did. So.
have choices, all the stuff that they can't sell.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, yeah. All the stuff that's going bad.
The last of the stuff that's maybe good.
All right, we have almost 500 in the pot.
Probably fine.
7 check, 1 check.
We do see a king here. Or queen, sorry. Oh, someone folded a queen, I believe. I believe A-Town did.
7 bet 200.
Percy's actually is ahead here in this spot. So I mean, the king, it's a tough one, right? The king sometimes has showdown value here, but usually not. Well, J-Stack, I wouldn't consider it a premium, but there are no really rules in poker.
I hope it wasn't just like extra crazy last weekend for some reason.
Yeah, it's just we go up there next weekend and it's like
terrible.
Yeah.
I like Prestige's betting there. It looks value-y. It's hard to sell anything when you check the turn, though. Maybe he had a queen. Now he's got trips. Dudley's just thinking, can King High be good here? Anytime.
Oh, yeah, I sent you a picture of that.
Especially against Prestige.
Yeah.
Might get,
the thing is, like, I don't have any
yeah,
tables
I think
that
it does.
both the clubs, and so like, if they're running a big tournament,
He
like,
calls
it's not
very,
gonna be
very
cash
light.
It's not gonna have like. Not gonna
You
be
can tell he
tables
wants to call.
6 call. 2 pair.
Prestige. Prestige thought he was bluffing there. He's like that.
Can't believe a 9. What do you think of that? I thought you had this.
7, 8.
But it's suited. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
that a
pretty
lot.
light if you want to. Nice answer.
All right, Prestige is going to get that back after getting filtered by J-Win earlier with J-Win's quads.
Thank you very much.
Y'all bumped me out of my queen.
I thought for sure you had an ace. What, would you have king high or something?
Yes, I know.
Okay, I
just
called-
King High there was really
I called Max the other day with Queen High.
probably not the most probably not the most ROI call, but I think any other player it's a snap fold. It's just
5 race.
a lot of times King High is good there. So. Anyway, probably should never have been in the hand in the first place. That's why you don't play King 4 suited. All right, we have Chris here, who has been very card dead as well. He's going to raise with a suited queen. Prestige is just going to call again. Remember, he's going to be our highest bet. I really like James' hand. I think most players like
If you go to
James' hand
YouTube,
there. It's 7-8 of diamonds.
at
Love that hand.
TCH Live.
So easy to get away from and so easy to trap with.
He put in 40, by the way. He gets 5 back. Yeah, you're good.
What a guy, what a guy.
Thank you, Chris.
Why do you do that?
What a guy.
Here we go.
Yeah.
9 check.
I mean, there were like 12 cards in your hand.
Jack
so it was
here.
kinda
No
hard to
ace.
tell.
Well, he's missing a flop
5
slot.
check.
There's something that pops up is like 5 hours.
Well, J-Stack, yeah. You got King 4. Yeah, he did call. He wasn't exploitable.
Someone could text me the link. That's
Until he is exploitable. Knowing that he's going to make calls like that, that makes you exploitable.
They might have not told you, but you're not supposed to have your phone on the screen.
Yeah, you have to scoot back a little bit.
I usually just
Like,
back.
yeah.
All right, we do see a 7 here, and James and Chris. And it's actually going to be a chop because it's going to be 2 pair with an ace will play
Sorry, who's it on?
if it does go down that
It's on
route.
Chris.
sorry.
It might be on the Texas Card House channel tonight. It should be at Texas Card House. 5 check.
What are you doing? Type in TCH
1
Live. Something like that.
How much?
5
What's
call.
it, Mark?
Pretty good.
Heads up.
I had a giant
All right, so the other 7 did fold. Prestige, though. It's probably gonna take one last stab at this.
7 bet, 175.
$2 million professional service.
Are you on the sales side of things or?
Sales engineering.
Yep. Okay, so wait, if you're in sales engineering, you guys also have to use as well.
Good call.
All right, Chris snaps him off.
Yeah.
Before I got figured lunch was kind of more fun than creative.
Doing it all. Project manager and everything.
Yeah, so I stay involved, like to make sure, like when I told them we were going to deliver, is what we actually delivered.
There's also turnout too when you're sales.
Lawrence is asking about the wait list on the website. I actually don't know. I look at the wait list on Poker Atlas. For the most part, it'll tell me.
Sorry, so are you good with leaving like Monday
All
morning
over
or, like,
Texas
Sunday
teams
night?
or so.
Monday morning.
Well, like 1 a.m. 2 a.m.
Yeah, I don't want to play and then drive.
Oh, really? You want to like?
Yeah, like I want to sleep before I drive back, probably. You know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Extra hotel room. See, no, then I can't stay through that early. Like I can't. I gotta be home.
I don't know. I think.
By Monday morning.
Yeah, I think I could drive home like play and then drive. Actually, it doesn't seem too bad.
We can also take launch for that. If you don't want to drive.
Yeah, my son in the private school.
7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9:10.
They got you hooked on tournaments now, Caitlin?
I want to use the word hook, but there are a number of clients I want to get in per year. So, I mean, I'm sure you've gone a lot. Houston, or Jersey, Houston.
Oh, Jaywin with aces while he's talking about his poker career here. So this ought to be fun. You know, he's probably not even listening to the guys, he's actually thinking about what the bet should be here. He's going to make it 70.
Yep, Cherokee.
That's a good one.
It's a great song. I mean, it's in the middle of freaking nowhere, but it's a great song.
Yeah.
Prestige, 60 to call. He definitely wants to see flops here. And JR is got the ace killer. And then, of course, Magic calls.
I've been thinking about starting a YouTube channel, so basically where
4 players.
you get kicked out of casinos wearing the new Apple AR headset.
Yeah. Sure.
110, you check. Did you check?
I did.
Good thing.
Sorry, 7 check, 8 bet, 100 comes. 1 full.
Go home. I'm tired.
Yeah. Now keep dumping.
All right, so we're going to see here, we're going to see some really good flop for everybody. Top here for JR, and he's going to lead out here. That just leads him to a re-raise here. Prestige with an open ender.
7 call.
And Jaywin's going to raise this up to 375.
Does Ham still play or?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't see him anymore. He was living with Kieran. I'll have to ask.
This is a tough spot here for, I think more so for JR, right? Because it's hard for him to really improve a lot here. Yeah, he can get some 2 pairs in, but that completes it straight. Oh, that's really over now. Jaywin's still going to have to lead out here because the flush not coming forward. He's got so much of this. I expect him to down bet this 500 or something.
Chris on the live stream.
I actually think the ace is not very good for Jaywin because if he was having like a big ace, king, ace, queen, he had now hit.
And he said that the rate is 4% uncapped for live games.
Good luck on that.
He said he saw a.
I'm never like. Do you just not tip? Like, how do you?
Twice, 2 rivers.
It's like the money's just getting drained.
All right, so here we go. We're going to see two. That's a poke there for Jaywin.
Trip aces. Aces full of 7s. Trip aces.
He said,
It was fun, y'all.
Look at that, Preston.
Yeah,
Jaywin is on fire. It's the second time he's felt a prestige.
what was I saying? I nearly
It's going to be
Yeah.
ridiculous for prestige
Yeah,
there.
anytime I talk to someone from like Europe,
Thank you.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
the games are just absolutely.
Yeah, there's a guy from Australia that said the rake is like $17 a hand. And then And then like the 4%
Playing like
untapped.
100, 200.
Thank you very much.
The guy said he witnessed a 10K pot like set over set on the flop, and they raked $400.
Where is this?
This is in France.
Oh yeah, in Europe they don't tap.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
in many places in Europe they don't
My
tap
wife
the
be
rate.
fine,
Yeah.
please. See
There
you
you go.
stream.
How poker is played in Europe. Sounds like a big
never
rake,
catch me
as
playing.
everybody knows. Euro maybe.
No, there's a
There's
winning
no
strategy
rake
against
here
that. It's just not a fun one.
in Texas, so you pay an
You're supposed to buy in short
hourly wage
and then you double up.
for your seat.
Yeah, I mean that's
You
literally
pay
how
a monthly membership or daily membership.
2000.
Monthly is like $30.
Yes.
Quad sixes and
C8
And they don't take any money out of the
Yeah,
pot.
I woke up this morning and told myself I wasn't gonna play anything.
Players check. Live stream.
I don't know why you guys
Anything
play
with
more
an
than
eight.
Yeah, I need to try that.
The nuts are nothing, you know?
Yeah. If I was gonna turn anything else besides top set.
Yeah. Should have opened fold if you didn't hit that eight. Yeah.
2000 behind C8. Thank you. 6 race. 30. 8 call. 9 fold. 1 call. 2 fold. 3 fold. 3 players.
All right, Magic's going to flop top pair here. Dudley with the twos, so he's, 4 gives him a straight, but he can't like that. And now we see a king here on the turn.
8 check.
And a queen as well. I expect it to go check all the way around here.
1 check. 6 check. 8 check.
And, oh, JR gets the queen on the river.
I had you. Yeah, I had him for
Hey James, did a Rob seem interested in going back?
Yeah, take. You can't go back this
Do you like
weekend,
it?
but he said he'd go back.
I had him for the room.
He said he'd go back like the last week of February.
Yeah.
I mean, if
Guy's talking about doing a road trip up to
ago,
No.
Oklahoma. That's
there's
becoming a really
Airbnb.
hot bit of poker,
Yeah,
too.
I was.
there's a 3-bed Airbnb right by there. It's like pretty cheap.
Yeah.
It's like $400 for the
You
week.
already booked?
I did not book the hotel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll text him or something.
Bump out, Austin.
No, thank you.
Bump out.
Yeah, sorry.
JR, bump out. Bump out, Jalen.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the only thing is we all have to agree on a time to leave. Like I don't want
Yeah,
like
yeah.
one person being like I gotta get back early, like on Sunday morning or something.
Yeah, he also said he wanted to drive up by himself probably.
Oh, he would?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
Because that just gets annoying for like, we all have to agree to leave to
Sorry,
the
yeah,
place
what's
at
up?
the same time, or just
My bad.
just do our own.
Alright. 6 players.
Yeah, 2 it can be done, but like 3 it becomes like logistically tough.
Yeah.
Because every-
All right.
Another one.
Second board.
Yeah, we'll need a second.
5-7 here.
Yeah,
And
definitely
bomb
on
bomb.
that first one.
Oh, they're giving me grief.
Okay, there.
Queen Jack. So see diamonds. That would be the queen. No. Queen Jack. 5-7.
Is it on me?
Or who's got diamonds? Well, Chris has the ace of diamonds.
8 check. 9
So,
check. 1 bet. 50. 2 fold. 3 fold.
got a set of 6s here from Magic.
So I guess Mark needed a second.
And I think just the one bet's going to take it. No one would really hit that very hard at all.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mark.
Prestige, who hasn't here, is
Yeah, there's like a
leading
perfect
this
spot if it's 3 of us.
group here with an 87%
Like 199.
VPIP. That
So let's get our own bedroom.
usually doesn't, translate to a lot of success here. That's a really high VPIP. Magic is second at 50, and we have Jwin at 29. I have noticed Jwin's VPEB going down the last couple of times I've seen him.
You could find someone who's willing to move, or just get a studio, you know.
Yeah, it's 25.
8 call, 9 raise, 20.
25.
25, sorry, 25. I only heard the 20 part, my bad. 1 call, 2 folds.
Well, that's a nice bet by Kevin. Knew he was going to play that, but I'd much rather like it as a raise in versus just a call.
Hang on a second. Hey, hang on, it's not gonna work until she takes him out. Takes him off.
Okay, I'll just wait.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta wait till the end of hand. Sorry. 8 full.
Got a position on you.
Oh.
9
Scare
call.
me.
Heads up.
I like James just call there.
Sorry, I'm short today for some reason.
Kevin is very balanced. He could have anything
Very
in this
vertically
spot.
challenged. Every day.
But ace queen is going to outflop 5-6 here. Kevin does have backdoor flush and straight draw, so a backdoor combo, I guess. Probably see him continue here, probably less than half, and he only bets 100 here. The turn could present a lot of problems for James. I wonder if he's just going to call it. The way he called, though, looked like he was really weak. We're going to see a little showdown value here for Kevin. He has a 6. I don't think James is checking here. I'm going to think about what kind of value can he get. Can he get a half pot value? Is Kevin holding a pair that's under the queen? He was a pre-flop aggressor. Could be have like jacks or something like that.
9 more, 175.
Good sizing there by James. Very good sizing. I really like it. I think Kevin is going to have to call this. And remember, Kevin can still win with another 6 or 5. I'm sure he'd like to have a little bit more equity than that, and he's going to lay it down.
What name do you want?
Punt?
Hunt?
Yeah.
P-U-N-T.
I don't think to sign
7:30.
in.
Ooh, sorry about that right on the floor. I rolled a 2
Do the hat.
the other day.
Yeah, I'm like itching. I'm like itching to get back to down.
Oh, I thought you meant itching.
No,
just
I'm like itching to get back to
yeah.
Dallas. It's like
That big one?
It's gonna blast.
heart's
Start
like
blasting
fluttering.
off in Austin.
Yeah. 7:30.
I'm gonna win
7:30.
heaps in Dallas, come back and just blast it.
Yeah, distribute it around a little bit. You know?
All right, we do have another player here that is joining us.
Rob told me some hands he played that I couldn't win.
Yeah.
Never seen anything like it before.
Six folds.
You need to call in some of the Bart show.
7 folds. 9 folds.
And we're going to have a new player here. He's going by Punt. I don't think I've ever seen him before
One
or
raise.
played with him.
They almost opened a 5-10.
So, Reddy, you're going to Rome, huh? In 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, I'm going on a cruise.
Raise.
So,
120.
Oh.
we're definitely looking forward to that.
I've been playing like the 1-3 games I've been playing. Like half the table buys in a short stack. Like,
Yeah.
this isn't-
It's not like that. Dude,
All right, we're heads
so
up here.
weird.
King
Dallas,
9
like,
versus
2-5,
Ace Jack.
1500 cap, not match the stack.
Well, it used to
And like, there's like 7 or 8 tables going, and like you'll see like 10K stacks.
you never used to see people like win by here though. I feel like for the most part, like you'd get like a one-off, maybe like one person at the table, but like
Yeah, no, in Dallas, like basically, like the lowest anyone's buying it for is like 1,000.
85?
I think the other night when I sat down, like 5 people had like 500.
Magic's going to call this with a gutter here. Now, he does pick up equity in the 9.
But
So the 10 still gives him a straight.
Saturday, there was like
A 9 or a king will get him to win.
5, like 1 preview.
Dude, Rob and I were like,
Let's be a check that back to him.
we showed up to the lodge to get money, right? And there were
He goes
3
for about a
5
half pot
10s.
bet here.
Yeah.
5, 10,
Set.
10s. And Rob and I were like, are you kidding me? Like the one
I think this
night
is
we
Kevin
said
mixing up
Dallas,
his game
like,
here.
there's 3, 5,
He
10s
bet the
for me.
Was that
flop.
Jaywen's game? You had like a 5-10 run the other night. I saw 2
It was
games.
like,
Yeah.
I was like so upset.
There's a lot
Like,
of upside money there.
Yeah.
yeah, when I saw you, I was like, I was just, I couldn't. I was so disappointed. I was crushed inside. Rob and I almost canceled. We were talking about, we were like, do we just like forfeit the hotel room and just play at the lodge this weekend? Good thing we didn't.
Thank you very much.
Me there
Hey,
Thursday?
Jesse,
Huh? Me there Thursday? A lot?
Was I in there Thursday? No.
he was having issues with the,
You had a queen?
he broke the screen. Yeah, it's fine. If it was in the fall, I just, yeah.
Oh,
I was gonna make him make sure it was fine. But
No,
it was
I went in to get money from the lodge. I have a box.
James, I didn't know you needed chips. Next time,
Thank
just
you.
ask me.
What do you
No,
mean?
not tonight. He needed them
No,
on
he
Saturday.
was
That's what I mean. I didn't realize you were looking for chips on Saturday. Next time, just let me know.
he was going to
I'm so
He was
confused.
cashing them out.
Oh, never mind.
He
Yeah,
was looking for
sorry,
cash.
said he had a box
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
No, I'm so confused.
Sorry,
You're
sorry.
good.
I misheard.
Misunderstood.
No, it was Friday. Yeah,
For Friday, yeah.
Friday I was there. I was just getting cash.
Okay, double straddle still. Deadly. Dudley's been quiet. We have punt here. He looks very familiar. It's the mask. I can never tell. JR is going to speculate here with the 9-6 suited.
One raised 50.
Don't mind that. I like 9-6 suited better than King 7 suited. And A-Town, I think he's had this hand a few times, is going to call as well. Chris getting the right price here, calls the raise, and then Dudley lays his down, and we have down there 4 to a flop. Somebody said Texas heads up because Texas always says multiple pots no matter how much you raise it. That is so true. That is so true. Nobody with an 8. JR does have a 6, and we got everyone else has overs except Magic has a 7. Backdoor straight possibilities. Nothing else. Now 9 does give him a straight, but probably not gonna hit that. Now top pair goes to Chris instead of JR, who should have bet that. And A-Town does have a gutter. And plus he's got the 2 overs. Magic also has a gutter. JR does not want to see 2 pair. Probably just looking for a 6. Everything else he would lose to. A-Town's going to lay his top pair, top kicker down. Probably wouldn't do that. That's going to put JR back in the... No, Chris, I apologize. I was way off. Chris is the one with the ace-10, not A-Town. A-Town had the 2 overs. And he's going to get a call there from JR, who just doesn't believe him.
Yeah, we were like talking about like canceling on our home and moving to Dallas.
Oh, I'm sorry. JR won.
Kidding.
It's close enough where you can make pictures.
That's what we decided. Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Thank you very much, JR.
Oh yeah.
Just like win big one night. Yeah, dude. It's like
Yeah.
This is, yeah, there you go.
I definitely wouldn't do that. If you like the house or whatever,
Yeah.
you like the area.
And then I said like I'll just travel whenever I want up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were talking about. I think I told you. I don't know if I sent you a text. I just
Because
think
the
I'm
game
on
could just
134 of you in the
die out,
chat.
too.
Thanks
I know,
everybody
or, like, if you get shut
for
down.
joining us. This is our Monday 2-5 match the stack 2K buy-in.
TCH could move.
Got some familiar faces, a few new people. So we got someone who traveled down here to play as well. So It's been some big hands.
would've done that if I
Some
was
nice
single.
little action here. We have Magic here with his ace queen. We'll definitely look to juice it up here a little. Like 40 to 50.
No, we are considering, like,
Makes it
maybe
40.
buying
Jay
a
wins
second house.
suited ace. We've seen that work out for
Rent it
him
out to me, you know?
in previous
That's what we're
hands,
talking
but
about.
it doesn't. It's not good for just a call. You probably want to
Yeah.
raise this.
Yeah,
for
Airbnb,
fold.
and then whenever there's
in
like
my
gaps in
opinion.
the days, I can just go up and
I'm
play
always
and
wrong,
clean
though,
it.
so it
Clean it, get it ready for the next guest.
And
Go up
Javen
there,
doesn't
be
like
like, "Hey,
to
Chris, Kieran,
take the
you guys
aggressive
wanna go
approach,
up,
and he's
50
going to bump
bucks
it
a
to
night, you know?
150. Almost 4x of Magic's
And after you see
raise
the
here.
action, there's no way either you would ever say no.
I think all options are open here for Magic. He could re-raise. It does look like he'll be out of position against J-Win, so yeah, I was just gonna say I don't mind the fold. That's how valuable position is. If he had position on J-Win, I'd expect him not to fold, not to call, but to raise. But
There was the, I was playing the 5,
That
10,
was not the
25
case.
PLO, but that's untapped. And there was a guy
J-Win is
with
now went to showdown 60% of the time. Why do people go to showdown with J-Win?
He had like,
It's not a good
I
thing.
think he had like $60,000.
Got the straddle in.
I'm adding.
Adding 500. 5, adding 500. Straddle 10.
Straddle is on.
9 fold. That's what it is.
I guess they're opening up like a Universal Studios too up in that area.
Yeah, things can be smaller than they like Florida.
4 fold, 5 fold.
Yeah.
It's gonna be geared more towards younger kids, is what I've seen.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's get a second house and we can use it as like a vacation home. Go to Disneyland, Airbnb it, play cards.
8 call.
There you go. We have King Jack versus King 10 suited.
It's weird to have like a vacation home and like not like 3 hours away, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Or usually you think of the other 3 hours towards like Galveston.
All right, JR's going to hit top pair here.
Galveston, Puerto
Magic, he just missed his flop here. He's got back row flush. Probably, yeah, just fold that.
I feel like you gotta be like at least 6.
2 hours.
Seen
2 hours
JR
away,
donk
yeah,
lead
you know?
a lot when he hits.
Welcome South Austin.
Yeah.
Straddle 10. You can do it.
Yeah, Chris, let me know if you want to go halvesies on home.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You might not
Big blind.
need to go happy.
Jay wins our big winner so far
Doesn't sound
tonight.
like a bad-
3,500 in
Yeah,
profit.
that's
Halvesies on a home in Dallas.
yeah, like just a verbal agreement. You know?
2 fold, 3 fold,
He gets you pre-qualified.
4 call, 5 fold.
I'm sure you have the money to.
Dudley, ace 4 on the button. He does play a lot of positions, so this is something that he's just going to call with. I mean, a great squeeze there. But
Pushes out of it. 5 players.
5 players to the flop. Here we go. All right, so I see some spades here. I don't recall. I see Dudley with the ace of spades. Punt, that is top pair.
9 check, 4 check, 6 check.
The gutter there for A-Town. Everybody's going to go check all the way around. Well, it's going to bail out Dudley here. Now he's got top pair. 2 flush draws on the board. I would expect Dudley to bet this.
4 check.
I'd have folded a long time ago.
Jared's like, come on guys, come on.
All right, so he's going to prove the 2 pair now. He should have bet. Yeah, there you go. Then he got someone betting into him. Punt's going to lead out.
It's moving rather slow.
6 raise, 70.
Very small raise here.
7 fold.
Big bluff.
That That 5 is yours, right?
Yeah, that's never a bluff. I think he asked him.
Go wrong. When's the next bump up?
Yeah, definitely not.
JRS.
My roommate wants to buy a house, and I don't think he's gonna be able to.
About 7 minutes.
You don't think what?
I don't know. He doesn't seem like.
A good idea. It's a pretty bad idea, honestly. I'm like kidding.
Anybody's buying a house.
Keep picking up on this.
He says he started. Well, our lease like ends in like 5 or 6 months, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I've definitely been looking for a house."
Who,
But
Kieran?
no. Someone outside of Oak.
Oh. Oh, that's right, your housemate. You told me
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that. Yeah.
But he's like, yeah, he doesn't.
She raised 30. Austin, I need you to turn around when you're on your phone. You can't be.
How
You
many
can't have your phone.
houses did
me?
you like
You gotta just be
try
alert.
and get before you got like the one you wanted? How long did it take you to process?
7 calls.
We were looking for like a year prior, but we
Yeah.
couldn't really afford any.
Yeah.
We didn't really love any of them. So,
Someone come on.
I also think he's banking on like people renting
Oh, Texas heads up.
Yeah.
from him as well.
yeah,
Get the
I
phone number.
definitely would not bank on that, you know?
Yeah.
8 check. 9 check.
Nobody with an 8 here. Very, very passive game so far in the first hour and a half here. A lot of checking, a lot of betting when you hit it,
15.
a lot of bluffing on the river when you don't tell the right story all throughout the hand. So a lot of people are a little passive here. We have GR $15 bet into 150. It's
2 calls.
I'm gonna tell you right now, end your lease when it's up.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Don't have to see the ass.
That's what I did for here.
Austin, Texas, dried up.
You're still here.
I know.
You know?
I have to. No choice.
You're putting it in when you're playing the board. So.
That's true. That's true. Putting it in as a mid-raise bluff when I'm playing
like
the board.
quads, you know?
Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking.
Do you bet? 250.
Only hand J-Win has it with that line. Oh. What can you do?
So it's 8, man. I don't think he's. I didn't pay anything.
Thank you very much. Skip.
The hands I'm not in. So.
You are the 5, Mark.
hey Kyle, you playing poker tonight? I know we have our Monday tournament as well, so really a great deal, $60 buy-in. We also have the same, I believe the same tournament on Wednesdays, which I'm going to start playing myself, and then Saturday's a lot of fun too. 50K tournament, $120,
5 raised.
20-minute rounds, which is great. I can't stand these 15-minute rounds. You get 50K in chips, and it's a rematch. So that's really good value there as well. And here's pocket 8s once again.
One more.
1 full. 2 calls.
J wins. 8-6 suited.
4 players.
So we got an all diamond flop here. We have Chris with the 10 of diamonds. St. James does have a diamond himself, but and again, we are going check all the way around.
9 check.
Guys are really giving each other a lot of respect. Chris does have a flush now.
2 check. 3 check. 7 check.
He actually has the 3rd nut here. You would think if somebody had a better flush, they would have bet that turn. So Chris is feeling probably pretty good about this, although the pot's really small at this point.
25. Oh, 9 check. Sorry.
We have Jalen leading out here.
7 4.
Hold.
9
7 10.
God damn it, Chris.
Yeah.
You just had to have a 10 down.
Can't believe I lost that.
Wow.
That was very good. What the hell?
There's a tournament running over there.
I need something to push my luck.
Yeah.
A $20.
Big guys just lost a big pot. I think it's making that out.
I got you, Kyle.
4 fold. Straddle 10. You got 5 10. 4 fold, 5 fold, 6 fold. 7 raise, 40.
Here's an audio.
8 call.
Mark, who's sending you signals over there?
9 raise, 150.
There you go. James is going to bump it up here. 150 on the button. Nice little squeeze play here. JR might call. I don't see punt calling. He's only got 570 behind him. JR with 4K now behind him is going to definitely call this.
8 call.
He is out of position for the rest of the hand, though.
Heads up.
We've seen JR's willingness to get in there and mix it up here. He's going to flop top pair right off the bat.
8 check.
He's going to check it over to James, who did get the flush draw. He does have diamonds. He'll look to lead out around 300. He goes really small. I thought he would go a little bit bigger there. Don't really need to. Oh, that's a good sizing.
8 call.
Just a smooth call this.
Oh, actually, I doesn't matter.
8 check.
I got plus.
That card shouldn't really hurt or help anybody. And James is going to take the high road and check that. So now we have a 2 pair for JR. He's got to look for some value, so he's probably going to bet big here, yeah.
Thank you very much, JR.
All right, JR is going to take down that pot. We have David in the chat. How are you, David? All right, you rolled a 58. Well done. It's such bad luck for me.
It's going to be a bomb pot next hand, gentlemen.
All right, we're off to the bomb pot. Everybody's favorite type of poker. You know, poker rooms actually have, I don't know if you guys know or not, they actually have bomb pot only tables. So
1 raise, 75.
you just can't get enough of your bomb pots, you can play them every hand. Jay Wynn with 2 broadways here, not suited though. It's either going to raise or fold. He's going to hit the high road. Punt is going to call this.
7 call. 9 call.
All right, so we've got some marginal hands going up here. Love to see some diamonds.
2 players.
Just get 1 diamond. I didn't see a queen for anybody,
9 check.
or 9 for that matter. So the king is still good.
1 bet, 100. 7 4. 9 4.
That should do the trick there.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Mark. Bomb pot in his hand. And he's up. Would you like to play the bomb pot? 6 is sitting there.
bomb pot here. You guys are wondering how many bomb pots we have. We usually have, I think it's a rotation about every 30 minutes. Here at the tables, there's a bomb pot button that goes the opposite direction of the dealer button. So when those two line up, you do a bomb pot. You also do a bomb pot when you change dealers.
Bottom's great.
Check.
Check, 4 pair, 5 check. 6 check, 7 check. 9 check. 1
See
check.
Dudley standing up. I wonder if he's leaving. All right, so let's see. We've got some hearts out there. See if anybody has any hearts.
3 of spades, 10 of clubs.
You do see the 10 pair here. Curious, no ace, king, king 9, 8, 9.
7 check, 10 check.
King, king, ace,
8.
jack,
9 bet, 8.
3 9s for Magic. God, don't you hate that? Here we go. We have quads here for J-Win again. So you could have quads and not get any money out of these players because of the chop implications. He doesn't really have anything on top here. He's got 2 pair. I guess that's not bad.
3 fold.
But we do see a straight here from James.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's on the hand.
Yeah, I messed up.
Now Aton has a better 2 pair, plus he has the over pair and the kings to both boards. No one has a king in their holdings, so it's more, not that he knows. Yeah, that's a good fold actually. A lot of people call that. He has no real redraws here. James with the nuts, and he blocks the nuts. A lot of times when you see straights, you're usually chopping,
9 call.
but with that extra 6 in his hand, he's got to feel pretty good. Now the problem is, this is going to be a chop pot. You got to try to figure out how to keep that third player in there. So it's a chop here.
9 all in, 2 call. 5 tens. Straight to the center.
Yeah. So anyone's $30 there, but yeah, you got to keep other players in. When you pot repot, no one can have anything in those spots.
Practice.
Have you tried running, Dave?
The OJ won a few run goods on the stream from what I understand.
I think I'm like the biggest loser.
Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it.
The way poker works, man.
Hey, Jedi Master Ted.
Get good at it.
I think I saw you
Isaac
earlier.
is sometime you're the bud, sometime you're the windshield.
I got to do a better job
I'm in the
looking up
bug a
the
lot.
chat there. Ouch! Rolled a 6. Oh.
Keep it out at small bites. Thank you. Straddle 10.
We have the straddle in effect here. Chris is not going to disappoint. He's going to throw his double big blind out there and see what we got here. Dudley's first to act. Going to lay down the 9-6.
7 fold. 8 fold.
Front punt, JR's taking a break here. We got James with Jack 10 suited. That's got to be a good enough for a raise here. Those $30. I don't think we have a. We did have a straddle, so he makes only 3x.
Chris, give me action.
I would have if you asked the 3 better fold, you know. All you have to do is that. Sure, you got that Dallas.
Magic now leads our rebates here at 56%.
What?
We got Kevin at the bottom at 22.
I feel like I'm not getting out of the hole tonight. It's tough when you're in for, or your stack is lower than what you're stuck.
It's not a losing session until you quit, you know.
That's true.
So you gotta keep playing.
That's very true.
Dudley waking up with a couple of nice cards there, and I think he just limps. Magic
By the way,
with
congrats, you're finally profitable for the
pretty strong hand here. Look to thin out the crowd here and bump it up. There's $60.
I was debating whether I should say anything or not. I was like, dang, Christmas is running extra bad. Give me a stake for J wins for the 5, 10, 25. Super good investment. Trust me. What is it? Stake you?
Okay, we got hearts here on the flop. Pin jack. Dudley's got open ender with a set by Magic. Top here for Chris, but Magic's got to bet this because there's so many draws out there.
If you know any guys, let me know. If you know anybody.
Chris is going to look him up with top pair. He's way behind his set of 10s there for Magic. I like how he leads out here. He c-bet that.
I think Rob, somebody's made
Very
like
disguising. He's either got something good or he, he could have ace king and just bleeds out there. We're going to have Dudley calling, obviously.
I think Brad
Everybody with something here. Action card is like a 9, I guess.
3 players.
Maybe a little more.
6. It's not going to really.
I put it in one of the.
Brad is probably doing around. Yeah, Brad could possibly be doing that in AdSense, but I can tell you he makes way more. He probably makes way more.
Yeah, I was talking AdSense only. He's probably making like 10K when you include affiliate.
There was like a guy who bought a coaching product, and I was like, how come I don't have the affiliate commission on this?
Magic still goes valuably here. Yeah, can't really call.
That Brad Owens got the credit for the sale. They're like, oh, do you, but you know, like, I get precedent though because I work with corporate. So they're like, oh, do you want us to move it under you? And I'm like, but it's just the way the internet works. Like,
Yeah.
guy, even though he's intentionally lying about me, he clicked on a bunch of Brad Owens videos first. So the internet cookie follows him around.
No.
So they attributed that sale to Brad.
Gotta start
That was
making more
like a
videos.
$500 commission.
Start coming out with more vlogs, man.
Dude, listen, all of last year, I got my taxes on the coaching. All of last year, I put out 0 content. Essentially 0, probably a couple small things here and there. And yeah, I made like maybe a little under 1,000 a month with 0 effort.
Yeah.
Well, you see Punt with a rack of chips. I don't know if he's leaving it or he's just coloring up.
Gotta freshen up that pipeline.
Yeah.
Honestly, like internet marketing is so cool. Like,
Yeah.
there's a,
It's like an infinite
still
amount
making
of like
video?
growth.
I'm starting to again.
Oh yeah,
I'm not making enough.
I saw like the first 5 of them, and then I didn't see anymore.
Just step away from
What's a bit of
him.
private school? Not cheap.
I thought it would come to a vlog. This feels like a waste.
He's only 21 months. I put him in private school. 17.
Where do you live?
I live North Austin, like right before Pflugerville.
So what school district would you?
That would, I think that would be. What would I be? Would I be like? Leander? No, I'm not Leander. For sure, I'm not Leander. I want to say I'm Pflugerville IC, even though I live in Austin.
Oh, we've seen this a lot tonight.
I think so.
Multiple times I've seen players have the same hand.
Green houses in Round Rock. I highly regret
See
it.
ace jack here by 2 players.
Yeah, this is like, mind you, the interest rate I got on my second home was like 2 point whatever, 2.6 or whatever it was. And I just got really conservative the last time I pulled out. Because it would have been a stretch, but I mean, that would have been like forever home type thing.
Yeah.
But you know, things happen.
Yeah.
But if I was to stretch the purchase, that would be like beautiful home, beautiful neighborhood.
4 players.
I'd be farther away from here, but it would be the end of the world. You know?
I love Round
I'd
Rock.
say 45.
I love Cat Hollow. That's like my favorite area. Cat Hollow and Round Rock. Brushy Creek, anywhere around
It's
there.
like 100.
Gotcha. So that's like west side of town.
Yeah.
Brushy Creek's not too far away from here.
Yeah.
You see Hunt leading out here for 100.
I like Leander too.
Yeah, that's some really good pockets of homes in Austin still. It's just that over time.
down there?
Expensive.
if that's right. It says
I regret
A-Town
not
has
getting a home in Albuquerque. I
55
was,
behind you.
New Mexico?
Yeah, it was literally like months, like 2 months before the housing market shot up. This was like September of 2021.
Yeah, I mean,
And I had to, and I like backed out. And now I just looked up the homes were like 400K, and I would have purchased it for 300K. Like Albuquerque's a hot market.
Shut up, please.
it's so, man. No, it's so tough because, you know, when we purchase as average American, don't know the data. We don't
No one knows what's gonna happen.
Like-
If someone knew, then they'd be rich.
exactly. Well, I mean, you have a lot of investors.
Even then, though, they don't know. You know?
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. I got a cheap home now.
All right, we see
Now it gives me room to buy the
A-Town.
second home in Dallas.
Win a pop if it stays high.
That's what I'll tell myself. It actually does leave us room, I think, like to get approved for a mortgage if we want, like a second, if we have the money to put down. That's the thing, though. They require like 20% down for a second home.
It is nice.
They require more down for a second?
20% usually. It's like
Like
15 to 20.
usually for like, what was your house, like your first?
Ours we got 3.5% down. We got FHA. Our payment's gonna be like pretty cheap, I think, for like a new construction.
Here we go.
Payment's coming
Let's
out
see,
to, like,
Magic with King
22.50 all in.
10. Take a peek
I
there.
know that's not like 2021 payments, but
A 98 you rolled?
we're getting it right down to like 5 even percent, which is pretty good in this market.
Okay. Kevin with 5-4. He hasn't played a lot of hand. I think he's our lowest in VPIP too.
A lot of people
He's
don't know
gonna
for
bump it up.
refinancing, you gotta have like equity.
I got like 3.5 or something. What are the interest rates now?
Bro, my first home, I got
I'm just gonna look him
that
up.
was like 2.1%.
Yeah,
Kevin does
My
have
second
a
home, I got
position.
it near the bottom. That's
15
like
years so smart.
What are they now?
Sorry.
5.6 or whatever.
Hey, in the chat, has anybody ever rolled
Not bad.
100?
My father-in-law was like, my father-in-law is
Just curious. I've seen 99, 98 lots of times.
I was like, yeah, but a janitor comes
All
out
right. Nobody's gonna do it, but this is actually a really good
30 right now is
spot for
actually
Kevin.
around like 7%.
He's got the combo draw with the straight, up and down straight, plus he's got parts
30 years like 7%.
to go with
And then
it.
like 15's like low.
If you're literally comparing it to the last 6 years,
He's actually ahead equity-wise.
like, you're not going to get
It'll come down more. It was really bad for a minute. It's like 30 years, like 18
like, oh, back in the day.
When did they start coming down?
The thing is,
like a couple months ago.
yeah. Now,
Oh,
it
Austin,
is really
it's still a great place to buy because I mean, value's still going up.
yeah. You work in real estate?
The market's still like pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm a branch manager.
The prices are still pretty good. They're not what they were like last year, but they're way up.
If you ever looking for investment property purchase, cash out, you want to pull the equity out to buy another house, pay your debt on them, whatever. Do all that. Anything finance related.
I've always wanted an Airbnb. I'm like very much into hospitality.
Airbnb is tough though.
Yeah, I have a invested.
You have to deal with people.
I know, but I'm very in I'm very into just like accommodating. Like if someone's upset, like going above and beyond. Like it doesn't bother me when people ask for something for nothing even. I just kind of give them what they want pretty much.
Ace King for Jay Wing is at the 30. Probably looking for a 4-bet here from somebody.
And they don't understand at least the Airbnb, all A properties, and the actual house they live in now, they live in the master bedroom and Airbnb the extra bedroom. They're making like $7,000 a month just off that one house, Airbnb in it.
There was
That's more looking people at the table.
the French French kid in Los Colinas said he was paying he's paying $4,000 a month for a room.
You're like 2
Yeah, no,
in
it's
Los
crazy.
Colinas.
Yeah, it's insane. That's what I'm saying. You can make a lot of money.
All right, Dave. 7-5 outflops everybody. We've seen a lot of fair boards this evening. We see a 2. Shouldn't scare the 5. Still in the lead with 2 pair here.
One more check, man. See the river.
No quad, no bet.
I can't.
King would be terrible for Magic. And yeah, we're
You
going
can't
to
let
see
them
this lead out
consider
here.
their quads.
I think Ace King calls.
He's too strong. Yeah, that's not fine.
looks like Jaden is going to just calls. Wow.
Yeah.
I like both of you. I'm gonna root for a chop.
He's really just
Yeah, I'll root for a chop.
really thinks Chris doesn't have anything. He's got the best. No
No,
care.
I got
man.
to. I got to. Both my friends, you know.
It's probably good.
Free check.
Of course, my
Two pairs.
Riverhead.
No.
My Riverhead. Unbelievable.
There we go. I'm going to take down a small pot there from Chris. Yeah, I think if Jay did try to bet that, he would have gotten called.
Because you can't kick it in.
What do you think is tough about Airbnbs? Like,
People that I
What?
know that
You can hit it off of somebody, but you can't kick it in.
is this tough? Like
public travel has like
You could hire someone to maintenance them and clean them after they.
It's probably not worth it if you only have like one.
yeah,
It's like you need
you
a.
guys follow up public travel on like social media. Yeah, too. He's a hustler, but not.
Sounds like they're all talking about how to make money at
yeah,
Airbnb.
I guess like
I don't think it's as passive as people think. And people
No, I-
assume that it's gonna be.
I know it's not
Like a
passive.
lot of
and I
Really
work.
know-
bad
Yeah,
assumption.
yeah.
Like to
A lot
assume
of
an
work.
Airbnb is gonna be profitable is not a good assumption.
You know, I've heard that you're spending like 40 hours a month just like talking to people, like just like about like bookings. And stuff. Like 40, 50 hours a month. Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Just
and
communicating back and forth.
to assume that every
I know, I'm up.
Yeah.
and then assume that every and then to assume that every like Airbnb renter is gonna treat your home like home. That's all. Technically, they can fuck it up really bad.
That's why you get like insurance. Though. Doesn't Airbnb? I think Airbnb covers that stuff. It's part of their service.
You can run out of
Sorry guys, I was also listening to the...
But like they,
Oh, we have a straight flush draw here for Jay Wynn. He's had quads twice. You see him get a straight flush. Nobody with a queen, so king queen is technically ahead. But Jay Wynn's looking for a 4 or a heart. He's actually looking for
I
a
got
4.
one lock. I got opposite.
Can't be too comfortable with another heart comes and it's not the 4 hearts. Got a queen now. Somebody did have a queen. It was king queen. Oh, it was JR queen jack. Sorry. So he's gonna go out in the lead here. Jay Wynn has way too much equity. Should be about 25%, something like that. I think he calls. You know, he calls a 65 to see a 4 of hearts, or a heart, or a 4.
Wake up.
Ooh, so he likes to check raise.
When you get out of bed, there's the coffee.
Yeah.
So the hearts or the straight did not get there. Jay Wynn's gonna have to go blast off here to win this hand. Maybe something around full pot. He's just gonna check it though.
One more, I'm gone. I thought you were gonna bomb it.
I should have checked right the flop.
Thank you very much, JR.
All right, we have Jay Wynn Magic
yeah, I guess like if someone trashes
leading
your
our
property,
stacks.
it
Jay
creates a lot
Wynn
of problems
with
for you,
a
right? 'Cause,
huge
like,
stack of 6K.
Like you have future
3K.
bookings,
He,
you're losing out on revenue.
that's his profit. So he's
Like,
having a really
even if,
nice
like,
night.
insurance covers it,
Magic's
it
having a
takes
pretty nice night too. He's almost
I
at
have a
3K.
rented home, right? And my tenants are perfect. But things happen. Like, hey, the hot water's not working. Which means
Yeah.
something's wrong with the heater. We had to get my heater replaced. That was
Yeah.
like a whole week ordeal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's with one renter. What if you have 20 renters?
You know, my business partner, he owns like 25 rental properties, and the first like 6 hours of his day is just like answering emails and like trying to book, like trying to get his places booked. It's like he manages his own stuff. It's like it's a whole job of it.
Yeah, I mean, you can outsource it, but then it's like, you'll be obviously giving away part of your income.
Yeah, he doesn't want to give away like 8% of his, or 10% of
Maybe
his
you want,
revenue.
like, he's probably happy with his ROI on his time spent.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, and he said like, you know, he says like a property management firm wouldn't do it as good as he does. Like he's really like he answers immediately and stuff. And never must keep his tenants happy. But yeah,
All right,
he doesn't
Kevin's got an
want to
open
pay
ender
like
here. So a 3
$4
or
or
an 8
$5
ender is
grand a
really
month just
disguised
in
too.
management fees. You know, like,
still see hearts. You got the ace of diamonds on the board.
It's not even Airbnb. I'm pretty sure, like, yeah, there are companies that'll do it, but I think they charge like 15 or 20% management.
Yeah.
Plus, like, you know, maintenance and all that. Cleaning fees. Like, it's just,
That doesn't really help anybody. So we really have king high versus queen high.
the house in
Only
Albuquerque, I
60
was gonna
bucks in the
buy,
pot
it
though. I
was,
don't really imagine.
They, like, the previous owners had converted the garage into a studio, like, apartment. It had, like, a shower, like a bathroom, and then, like, a kitchenette area.
Yeah.
And then, like, the rest of the home was, like, remodeled, like, brand new. And I really regret not getting it because I was gonna Airbnb personally, like, the rest of it, like, the 4-bed, 3 house, and then live in the studio. It would have done amazing.
Yeah.
Now I live in Austin, Texas. Better place to live than Albuquerque.
Yeah, way better.
I'm learning in life that the grass is always greener.
Yeah.
It's not always green.
Green where you are.
Yeah. That's what my wife tells me. Because I really want to move back to Albuquerque for a bit.
Is it a call 5?
4 calls.
A-Town with the 10-9 here. Queen 8.
Alright. Marcin,
We've really seen a lot of big hands. People are really starting to splash around. Here, Jay Wynn set mining with his 5s. He's only got 1 5 left here. 5 to the flop here. So Queen 9, 9 7, get there. Couple of clubs, it looks like. Nobody with 2 clubs. A-Town has a pair and an up and downer. JR with a pair and the gutter as well. 9 gives him a straight.
I don't know about that one.
And oh, Kevin just flops the straight. So we're definitely going to see him pump this up. Not a big raise here from Kevin, so we're going to see A-Town probably just, oh, he's going to fold it. Up and down, wow. Okay.
Here we go. Good luck.
Okay, so JR is really looking for a 9 at this point. Oh, ho, ho, ho. And there it is. You just got to ask for it. That is not the card Kevin wanted to see. Now he knows that any queen beats him. But he still has a straight. Could probably put a little feeler bet out there. Possibly not that
How many
big.
new videos you got, Jay? You done any?
JR's got it.
I mean, from 6 months ago.
I didn't do any last year. When I left off, I think I did.
Kind of chunky there, 125. So less than half the pot there.
None last year.
I haven't done any last year. I haven't done any since October. That was my last uploaded video.
And Kevin is going to call. As he probably should. That brings in the flush here. Nobody has it, but well, JR knows Kevin, but he doesn't get value out of that. The club stops him from that. Still a nice little pot there for JR. Well done.
Find me after the stream, and I'll get you a tip. It's messing up my count.
Yeah, that's how it is.
After the stream, just come look for me, and I'm gonna get you a tip. I don't think I'm not tipping.
No,
I just don't want to mess my count.
You're good, you're good. I get you. It took a minute. I didn't quite hear, but I get you now. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Don't let me leave with you. I have my count.
To get accurate, because we don't change the stats. If
JR's a blackjack player. Count that.
Yep. 6 folds, 8 folds, 9 folds.
I started out at full, so I gotta get out.
The next iteration
Don't mind the language in the
One raise,
background.
one raise,
All right, Magic's going to bump this up. Magic has used position really well tonight.
as you go.
He's only playing, really, he's only playing hands that give him an advantage as far as position. Not being too much involved.
You gotta put him on the thing. You gotta throw the thing.
You know what? You gotta put the high grade. You got 50 bucks. You do a good zipper. You get a free.
He's a little bit more aggressive. When he wakes up with queens, he's going to be a lot aggressive. So he's going to raise this.
That'd be awesome.
Makes it 150. Yeah, makes it 150. Magic does call.
You could even do like, you could do like chip
Double
stack.
check and make sure
chip
those
stack
queens are there. So we are heads up. Queens versus 7-8 off. 9. Oh, here we go. That should be fun. Okay. When you have kings or queens, an ace always goes. Magic could have an ace in the spot. Still got to see bet this to see where you stand.
What if you're a losing player?
Well, just be like each stream.
You would have.
We all know Magic is going to fold, right? No, we don't know. Oh, he's hoping for some. He's got backdoor stuff, so he's hoping for some connectivity here on the turn.
But
Well,
It would be.
Work on that one.
and another card Chris didn't want to see. Now Magic has the only spade. That could play a lot into it.
One bet, 145.
Wow, he's going to lead out too. I love this play. This leads out makes it really valuey. And he's going to get the fold.
and dealers, they see the report, they're like, oh, this guy.
Well, he told the right story. That was well done by Magic.
Sure, they already do that now.
Yeah. Actually, when good zipper sets, they notify each other. I know. Kristen, is there any update on move date?
I believe March is the last we heard. March or April.
March or April?
Yeah.
As in, like, next month?
Is it ever gonna open?
As in a month or two, yes.
That's coming up.
Yeah.
It's coming up. I just-
They're gonna move before they get the water.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Over under on the water being fixed
Yeah.
before they move.
Well, supposedly they're supposed to be up there right now.
Oh, they're out there right now working?
Oh, they got the
All right, we have James here. James,
So what is it?
I feel like he's itching to play. He wants to play some big pots. He just needs the hands and the players to do it. We got Kevin using his position. We'll squeeze play here.
I was talking with someone the other day about asking about my
Nice roll, Mick. 66. I'm actually afraid to look at how many points I have. I think I have like 3.
talking
I
about
lost
how
them all the last
I
one.
just wouldn't want to.
We still have the straddle on. I would love to see if we can get the double straddle
Yeah.
in here as well.
I haven't lost any, but that was my one concern. But I'm like, yeah, I haven't lost one yet.
My son left in his pocket and did the laundry.
AirPods? AirPods? If you just let them dry out before using them, they work.
No, they were.
I've had this happen like 5 times to me, and it's
Yeah,
good every
you
time.
gotta get lucky.
It's good every time.
I've had my phone sit in like water for points.
You used to have to, I don't know if it still applies today, but you used to throw it in rice, and it absorbs all the water and moisture.
Yeah, I was surprised when my phone was like I bought it like a month prior, and then I was doing something outside.
Sorry, guys, a little quiet. I enjoy listening to the table talk. It's very,
Like fell out of my
it's very
pocket,
interesting. And,
puddle.
it's one of the great things about
Like
poker
5,
is
10 minutes.
the social aspect you get from
Oh, my
it.
phone out.
You didn't have like a water resistant phone?
No. I'm surprised that like we're.
Oh.
I actually haven't heard Chris
One
talk
time
this much
I left my
before.
phone
So
by the
we have 8-town with ace queen. He's only got 260 behind him. He could just jam this.
and like right next to it pretty much.
Oh wait,
And all of a sudden it starts beeping saying
he
like
didn't
warning
do it before the
overheating.
flop.
And I
All
pick
right,
it up,
so
and I
10,
immediately
8,
just, like,
6,
toss some
5.
cold water in the sink, and my girlfriend's like, she's like, what are you doing? And I'm cooling my phone down. And she's like, that's just very counterintuitive. Like, put your phone under running water. It was like so hot I could barely touch it.
My kid lost a white Apple AirPod in her high school's theater black box. It's a completely black room. It fell on the floor, they couldn't find it. It showed up like a week later.
Yeah. When I used to go like snowboarding,
Waiting
so often
for
someone would like drop their phone and trying to find like a white phone. And
all right, elbow straddle. Let's see.
Oh, wait,
Nope.
fine.
All right.
No. I don't want to go back with her at some point.
The light. Oh, I can't.
Just got stuck on a ski lift for like 6 hours skiing, like finally jumped like 30 feet.
Okay. See, I don't think I'm getting anything here.
Testing, testing. Well, I know they can hear me on there. So we're just doing up, trying to get our mics.
Yeah, he was fine. But he was like, not going back up on a ski lift without an emergency pack.
Yeah, on that back shelf over there.
Okay. Dante's out. Got Uncle T. How's the game been? Oh, wow. Yeah, that doesn't count. Oh, nice. Well, if you're going to get quads, it doesn't matter how you get them. It just...
And I thought about that last night, and I was going to tell you.
Oh, well, that's all it takes is one good hand. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live stream if you just joined. If not, get that chat going. Have they been chatty tonight? Very chatty. That's good. That's my kind of crowd. Airbnb. Well, you know, that's the only reason to go to Oklahoma. And you know what I always joke with people? You know why Texas doesn't slide into the Gulf of Mexico? Because Oklahoma sucks. That is my favorite joke. No, Oklahoma doesn't suck. I'm just a UT grad, so. Oh, we do need to go to Dallas. Well, my favorite dealer, one of my favorite dealers, Maui, is going up there. One of our TCH Maui is going up to work the Dallas Card House, Texas Card House. So. Yeah, really. Well, JR just got top pair. He's 5 sold, so he's going to take it down. Well, hello, everybody. This is Uncle T, spelling Dante. We were supposed to do this. I always look forward to like us doing this together, and then one of our headsets didn't work, so I deferred to the senior commentator and went out and played 1-2. Crazy table.
I almost called Ben once.
Yeah, go get in table 9. It is Action City. Had a couple players sit down that were action-y. Let's just put it that way. Gambly. Yeah, yeah. Got our tournament running tonight. The $20 buy-in add-on tournament. Always fun. Our commentator friend Kyle's out there playing right now. Yes, he is. He just bought into the tournament. Yeah. Go out there and take him out. Magic has got the ace-jack, and James is dominated, but they're going to the flop. See if the king shows up. All right, take it easy, Dante. An ace and a king show up. So we may have a little action on this hand. No real back doors or draws, but other than Broadway. Well, there's one card that could draw to the Broadway. Believe me, both of them are thinking about it with the jack. Magic's got to feel like he's good right now. He comes out for 70. No, actually, James. Yeah, okay. Called 75. Yeah, that was Magic that let out. Sorry, I haven't done my stretches. That is going to be an action card. But you know, you got to be afraid of the queen. So ace queen is a possibility. Queen 10, king queen, obviously. They're going to both check it down. And ace jack's going to take it. So, folks, I have been watching while playing as we look at our pre-flop raise statistics. James is always pretty good for a pre-flop raise. If you got a hand to play, he is not going to flat it too much. Played with him quite a bit. I still think we had to change his nickname to Just James. We did that last week. Yeah, Just James is our new nickname for him. He'll know I'm in the booth because I was the one that got it changed last week. You're going to change it? All right, so he is now Just James. So you'll see that in a few minutes when we catch up with the live action.
I'm sorry? Scan your card. Thank you. 10 to call. 5, 10. 4 fold, 5 fold. 6 fold.
So y'all tell me, how's this table been? Playing and watching is not a wise thing to do, so I was only watching in a couple of hands. Jay Wynn comes in for just $5 more, king 5.
Vertically challenged. 3 players.
And he hits the bingos. Not going to get any action, though. It's hard to put him on a king there, but nobody had anything that they could even think about calling with, even a small bet like $10. All right, so we've been talking. I still don't understand what Airbnb, how that got into conversation. Y'all explain it to me.
James is adding 300.
Anxious to see how everybody's doing. Who's up and who's down. I know I talked to JR before I came in. He got stacked early, but it looks like he's got a pretty huge stack in front of him, so he must have made up ground.
They said it was unlimited rebuys until it was over. I didn't understand.
Chris has got 2 Broadway cards, so he's going to raise it up to 15.
6 fold, 7 fold, 8 fold, 9 fold.
Going to get a call with the weak ace from JR. Suited cards for Magic. And then Kevin showed up with a real hand. Let's see what he considers a good size bet here in the $52 pot. Looks like he made it a little. Yeah, raised to 90. So 1.3. Magic is going to defend. Got something to work with. Backdoor hearts, little pair. Kevin is afraid of nothing at this point. Going to need to make it big enough in his mind to get value, but not succumb to the spades. Spades are always going to call 100 here. Now the spades come in. Kevin's a smart player, though. It's unlikely, although he checks back, that anybody's got spades. 10-6 though, he's dominated. A rough fate for Kings.
I gave it to him as a suit. I need to know what his stack size was because he had like.
Never putting on his opponent on ace king here, but he could 9-8. 9-8 suited is a great hand. So I'm gonna make a value bet. I'd guess something in the $175 range. Oh, much bigger. More like 220. That might give Magic pause with two pair. But not for long. 250 to call, and he calls it. Had to recheck the board. But that is a tidy profit when you're playing 10-6. It's tidy profit if you're playing anything, but.
That is my time, everyone. You guys got Mr. Russell coming in for a dealer change bomb pot.
Russell, should I play bomb putt?
Hand number 47. And we are 2 solid hours into it. So looks like we're going to get the mid-90s. Usually break 100. Must have been some slow bomb putts. Once again, our $20 tournament is running tonight. Looks like we had 2 or 3 tables. Not a big crowd. We had a huge crowd last week. It's nice to see. And lots of rebuys. Or I should say, yeah, it's a rebuy tournament, not a re-entry. If you get knocked out, don't go to the cage. Just give your dealer. You can, at break, this is why I love this tournament. You can come in at the break, which is coming up here in the next 20, 30 minutes, and buy in and get up to 80,000. I believe 80,000 for $80. So you're not that short, which is always the difficulty in starting a tournament late when the blinds are up.
Yeah, MH was gonna buy a piece too, and like he didn't add me on Poker.
I mean, I already agreed to it before.
Well, I missed Dante already. It's always so much fun to tag team this event or any live stream. You don't have to talk to yourself for 2 hours or 4 hours.
If I do, you take me for 5,000 in the main event. If I don't, I pay you.
How many pounds?
That's a good
I
one.
could probably sell pieces of that.
That's a good one.
Bomb pot.
I'll take half of that.
How many?
Please for me and scan again. I can put all 4 of them right there.
See, Russ is in the
Little
booth.
bullseye.
VMG.
I'm gonna try to pitch them there as best I can, but just you can always look at the monitor. When you see all 4 red, that means it's red all 4.
I say the morning.
That's a good one. I like that.
Want to get in there with me? I'll do 2.5. I'll do half of it.
Let's see who has
Okay,
diamonds.
a lot to take on. For a weight loss bet. By the way, help someone else out.
Still waiting to see the cards. I'm not going to say anything till we get to the turn much anyway.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Checked all the way around the 1. I haven't dealt the stream ever.
Nobody has diamonds.
2 checks as well. Go ahead, sorry. 3 check. 4 check. 5 check.
Straights on the bottom are possible. Like I said, diamonds on the top, but nobody has them. That's going to really put a cap on the action.
80.
There is a set of 7s on top. J-Win's got it. He also blocks the straight on bottom, or one of the straights on bottom. Kevin is open-ended, but he doesn't have much on the other hand but a queen, so looks like it's going to fold around significantly fast.
3 players.
Now the bottom board pairs. No jacks in anybody's hand, so that's really going to put the kibosh on the bottom board action. And other than a set of sevens, there is nothing on top.
2 check. Showdown, 3 hands.
J-Win's going to take it on 1.
Oh. Is that a
10-9 for Kevin.
I think that's
No, that's not going to do any good. Magic's going to take it with 6-5. No, jacks and 6s with an ace kicker. Wow. Yeah, that's going to put a smile on your face when you win one that week.
Thank you. All right, guys, could be 2-5 for me, please.
All right, back to Hold'em.
We do have quad 5s today, too, guys. So if you have pocket 5s that make quads off this board,
All right, folks. I'm taking predictions on Super Bowl.
with at least $50
I've got
in the pot,
bets.
it's going to pay all $1,000.
I'm never, ever going to bet for the 49ers, so I got the Chiefs.
Give me a wink first. I can call whatever you bet.
I also got the under. I think this is going to be more defensive than people think. Kansas City's defense is playing really well. And those middle linebackers or the 2 linebackers for San Francisco are pretty strong.
Oh, you need 2 in your hand, right?
Looking forward to it, though. I think it's a really good heads-up match. I think it's going to be down for the last little bit.
6 fold, 7 call, 8 fold, sorry, 8 call, 9 fold.
Last one to score wins. Man, you always want Mahomes.
3 bet, 75.
Queens for Kevin. Already got his kings busted. See if he's a little more aggressive on this hand. Ace 10's probably going to call him off. A-Town may call him off.
4 fold, 5 fold.
75 to bet. He gets 2 folds out of A-Town with Ace 10. Chris folds. Magic is not afraid of no Kevin. Now Rick did call with Ace 10.
3 players.
And the ace shows up, and an all diamond board's probably going to put a little bit of a damper on the action, although Rick's got a 10. So he's in good shape here. He's thinking, I got some insurance, some card removal.
3 bet, 60. 8 raised.
I got the Cowboys. Galito, please. Dude, I'm wearing my cowboy cap. This is the first time I've worn this in probably, I don't know. Oh, since the playoff game.
3 goes all in.
I always got the Cowboys, but
7 call.
it was like I did not watch any of this stuff for the Pro Bowl because I just didn't want to see Cowboys having fun. I wanted them to be miserable like I am. They got too much money. So Kevin flopping the set. Gonna take it down. He's gonna stack. I'm sorry, Rick, I guess. Yeah, he's 10. Yeah. Good hand for Kevin. Puts him almost in the black. Jay wins up by 3.3. Wow, JR's come all the way back. He's up by 67. Magic's having a good night. James, not so much. Boy, that's rare. James is a really, really exceptional player, and I'm a little surprised to see him down. But as my urologist always tells me, this too shall pass. I'd honestly, as strong as James is, I wouldn't be surprised to see him come all the way back from 1.6 down.
Get barrels on stream. Barrels on stream, 5-10.
Yeah, I don't blame you. To be honest with you, I put on a pair of cowboy joggers, but only because it was black on black and you could barely see the star. I just did not want to hear all the cowboy haters, and you know, even in Texas, we got one out coming out of every bush, jumping out from behind every telephone pole. Let me tell you about it. And I just didn't want to hear it.
1 bet, bet 35.
I may or may not have worn headphones for the first week after that playoff game, just so I could sit at the table and not listen to it. The only thing good about it, Philadelphia lost. For some reason, though, with the media, they got a complete pass on it. They're still talking about the Cowboys busting out. Like, really, give it a rest.
Right at the beginning of April.
I think I'm paying karma, though, because my Rangers won the World Series finally. I was telling I told the stream before, that's the first job I ever had, working at Arlington Stadium. So I think I'm paying karma. I hope it doesn't last too long. I do want my Dallas Stars to win the Stanley Cup, so we'll find out. There's the ace, shows up. Yeah, there's nothing quite so obnoxious as a Cowboy hater. And usually they're like Carolina or Jacksonville or Arizona fans. They don't have anything good in their lives to say.
Same plan 3 times in a row.
Toledo. I say that once a day. And I may throw in the Giants and the Redskins. I'm sorry. The Commanders. The Commanders. It's like the dumbest name in the history of ever. The Pelicans is the only one. That's the only other team that can say they have a stupider name than the Commanders. Commanders. I don't know who thought of that. It must have been Daniel Snyder's grandnephew or somebody. Somebody in the 2nd grade. I actually was rooting for the Lions too. I mean, you kind of get behind Cubs, Lions, these teams that haven't won since, since electricity was invented. You kind of, Philadelphia fans, I hated them winning the Super Bowl because you could shut them up so fast by saying, yeah, how many Super Bowls do you have? Our division has more than any other division in football except for you. So you're like, what was that movie? Our Idiot Brother? Texas fans are going to be worse. Yeah, they are going to be worse. It was already bad enough living with Astros fans. Oh my gosh. Astros fans. But we won't say anything about cheating. We're playing poker. A couple of diamonds out there. And otherwise, there's not much else for anybody to pretend like they have. Looks like $15 is going to... No, he gets call. Rick's going to call. He's got some ground to make up for, so... Pretty much blank at the end. No diamond. Rick's going to fold to a... If Jay Wynn bets, he wins. But it's a $62 pot, so it's like... That's the only way he's going to win. He knows. I expect... Oh, he checks it back. Jay Wynn, what do you think? You're going to be giving away money to an ace? You know, Bradley, I'll tell you, saying that you're better than the Jets, I don't know how good that makes me feel. You know, there's a joke in there, and I'm not going to say it because we live in a different world, but it makes you feel a little bit like, yeah, we're better than the Jets. I mean, the fact of the matter is that the Jets have probably the largest fan base for a team that has done dink in the last half a century as anybody. Cowboys have done things in the past, maybe 30 years ago, but I see more Jets apparel, and I'm like, really?
3 players.
All right, ace is on the board. JR's good so far. Pairs love pairs. That's what they always say. Kevin's going to lead out. Probably senses that lesser hands are going to be afraid. He's going to get a call from Rick, who's not convinced. JR2. Only $30, not going to scare anybody off. Kevin was kind of checking the temperature of the water. Fives and tens still feel pretty good right here, but they're checking it around. And then Kevin hits, of course. Although the diamonds come out. Kevin's got a big blocker. He's gonna call just about anything that comes at him. Kevin's so solid. It's really, really hard. I think right here, Rick is value betting. The $30 is obviously not a big bet. 15% pot is not much of a bet. Kevin's just going to smooth.
Get like a workout in someone's weight loss.
Take it down.
I don't know. I can still bring my stuff.
Yeah, just bring your racket.
Yeah, I'll just bring it.
In case of all.
Yeah, you're never getting Kevin out of that hand unless you can. Rick doesn't know that. I don't know Rick. I don't know how much he's played this.
I'm literally going to want to play like 12 hours every day. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Maybe not 12 hours on Sunday.
Yeah, I was taking bets the next day, Galito, about
We don't have to
whether
leave like
Mike McCarthy
super late
stay
Sunday.
or go.
I'd like to leave like.
I was saying he's staying the whole time because Jerry, I mean, he couldn't hardly bring himself to get rid of that lane
Like I
coach
say,
we
at
had
least
before
till
Mike
like
McCarthy.
9.
I'm not even going to say his name. He used to wear me out. And he knows he's got a year of kind of checking out the coaching. I was not excited. Everybody else was, but I was not excited about the coaches that were out there. I'm not going to say it. I sure as heck did not want Bill Belichick. I love Pete Carroll, but I didn't want him either. So, to me, the interesting part is what does our defense look like next year? Patriots fans over here. But I've stopped watching since Brady got traded. Trade you guys. Mac Jones for your backup kicker. The practice squad kicker. I think that may be a little overvalued, Bradley. I don't know. So what are Pat's going to do? You going to take a quarterback? Should. Dudley's got queens. Rick's dominated queen jack. He folds it. JR's going to come in with suitors. Dudley knows there's no way that he's checking back.
8 check, 6 check, showdown. Here, queen.
An ace, so takes it down. That is kind of a small pot. Anticlimactic. Come on, Dud. Of course, you're never getting called if you get aggressive with queens anyway. Not with those hands. All right. So, who's got the farthest from Austin claim? Who is the farthest away from Austin at this very moment? I heard in Oklahoma. That's not very far. I wish Oklahoma was a lot farther away, actually. Like Anchorage.
Twofold.
Holding around. A-Town, that's hard to say. In with a bad ace. Open for a 2-4-5 and ace queen is in the hand. Just $10. Looks like we got 4 or 5 players. Don't really know who's got what. Having a slight technical problem, but I do know there was a 2. I only got a glimpse before I lost my anything but the overhead. So let's see how this plays out. We're all in the dark here, other than ace 4 and ace queen. Ace 4 bets. as he should. He gets called.
Three players.
I think JR had the ace queen, trying to play his overs. He checks. See what A-Town does.
One bet, 75.
Oh, Magic's the one that's in the hand. $75.
Barrels on the stream.
He'll come at you if he senses weakness. JR stays in. JR checks dark. Let's see how aggressive this gets.
One bet, 300.
300 is pretty aggressive. Let's see if JR smells a rat. Again, I don't know what Magic has.
I mean, that's fair. You're more than welcome to come out of that.
It's a pretty dry board. You can never put somebody on a 2 that's not on the blind, even then. Got to be thinking 9-10, possibly. JR runs a card house of his own up and clean, so he may smell a rat here. He's seen a ton of hands in his day. He makes the call. And he does have a deuce. How the frick does he have a deuce? How do you ever put him on a deuce? Obviously, Magic is playing any 2 cards. I don't know what it's looked like the first 2 hours. But I would never have put my opponent on a deuce there outside of a blind. Now, did he straddle it? Maybe he's straddling. They have a mandatory straddle. Y'all tell me. I wasn't here for the first 2 hours. So that's an effective blind. Interesting. Got to watch out for those blinds, especially at a 1-2, 1-3 table. Well, I hope everybody can hear me okay. We had a little headset trouble. It's the only reason Dante and I are not both in here.
1020 is on.
I've got the good headset on. Brand new equipment. Go figure. That's right. I'm sure David, our head producer, will get it all figured out. It's hard to pick up equipment. I can't even, it takes me, I think it took me 3 weeks to figure out my pet cube. Yeah, well, what can I say? I'm old. Jaywin and Kevin in a hand. I don't know how much they played heads up today, but it's always fun to watch them. They're both really, really good players. Jaywin's in position, I believe. Nope, no, Kevin's in position. All right, Jaywin says, you don't bet, I'll bet. A little over half pot, 60% a pot. Takes it up to 202 for the total. Oh, good, the sound is fine. Thanks, Hammer, I appreciate it. Kevin decides to call. He knows Jaywin. Kevin's got the big spade. Well, not big spade blocker, but he's got a spade blocker. I'm pretty sure Jaywin's going to check here. How many hands can he get off? There. Right now, Kevin's hand is, unlike Jaywin's hand, is a little bit polarized. But he's going to give it a shot. He's going to throw something huge out there. It included a 5, so it looks like 725, 750. That's a huge bet, and I mean that's 3x pot, 4x pot. He just made it too expensive for Kevin to call with nothing. Great play by Jaywin. He knew there was no way that Kevin had an ace there, so he decided to make it price poker too expensive. So what do we got? 125 people on the stream. It's good to have all of you. joining us here for the Texas Card House 2-5 Monday night live stream from Austin, Texas. I am Uncle T. We had Dante in the booth before me. Looking forward to opening up the new building here in a couple of months. Hope everybody can come out when it opens. It's supposed to be gorgeous. Saw management here today working out some deals. Don't know what it was about, but I'm looking forward to seeing the new building. Restaurant, bar, supposed to be pretty much on the same line as the Houston and Dallas venues, which are beautiful. Just no better place to play anywhere in Texas. Yeah, I said it. I don't play at Walmart. Got some friends over there. Don't be mad. Kevin's going to raise his eights. It's going to be an effective raise to this pot. 3x the pot. Actually, no, the pot was 100. Yeah, 3x. 2x the pot. Brings it up to 207. Chris is thinking about it. That's an awful good hand. He's not going to fold. Unsuited, he probably folds ace-jack. It's overvalued, in my opinion. There's so many times you face an ace-king, ace-queen. But with clubs, it makes it a lot easier. And just James calls because he knows his cards are live. Clubs aren't live, but let's see what it rolls out. Bink. I mean, I swear I should have never said it. Luckily, I could claim I had no effect on the hand because of delay. But, oh my gosh. Kevin does have a gutter. Chris is trying to figure out what the heck everybody else is playing. And James is hearing Christmas music. Yeah, let's put some likes up there. Thanks for bringing that up. Come on, come on. Come on. Hit that like button. This is a hand you got to like. Just James bet 225. Pretty much the right size for a value. See if Kevin goes over the top or if he just smooths. Yep, just calls. Of course, Chris is out. That is painful. Yow. Kevin, oh. He's got to be worried about the 7. Even a pair of 7s. So I understand the check. But he's going to get a bet here. James is all in. Oh my! And Kevin snaps him. What a great snap call. He already had in his mind if he jammed what he was going to do.
6-4.
Wow, what a big hand. $2,300 pot. Well, that's hand of the night so far. I have no doubt. Wow. What a turn card. BMG, you're a Stone Cold assassin. You know, there are times you just, you know, get torn up by the bear. Kevin crushes just James.
Yeah, once the stream's over, y'all can. So during the stream,
wow, what a hand.
Just because stacks are everywhere they're at. Thank you.
Well, let's just keep it going. Let's just BMG in the box. Put his boots on. Let's hit those like buttons. If you didn't like that hand, you don't like poker. Hit those like buttons. Let's see how many we can get up to.
Let's see it up a stream.
I guess just James is just gone. And, you know, being down to 2.5 plus 2.7, I get it. Jay Wynn's still up 3.5. Magic's up 1.9. Kevin's now up to 1.2. After getting his kings crushed. He's made it all the way back plus. Everybody else just surfing.
4 call. 5 fold.
We snowman.
Flop pot next hand, guys.
Assassin.
6 bet 30.
Don't give up on those pairs.
7 fold.
I've had a couple of sets hit on the turn in the river in the last week. As long as they don't try to crush you.
9 call. 2 fold.
Where are you going, Rena?
3 fold.
Well, that's a good excuse. But you know, if you're in Rome at 1 a.m., you can come watch the last 3 hours after leaving the bar or dinner. It's a late night town. That's all I can tell you. Oh, and put your wallet in your front pocket.
You had 2 pair.
Just saying.
Yeah, the trips, man.
My sister just got back from Rome. They loved it. They Airbnb'd it, stayed in some really old apartments. They loved it. Had a great time.
Yeah.
When in Rome.
Hit top pair in the flop. Oh.
Watch out for the Romans.
Top pair don't get paid.
Heads up, gentlemen.
I got to tell you, though, it's Harville Pizza. Queens versus Queens. Outkick Dudley. Dudley's got the bigger foot. But they're both afraid of somebody slow playing diamonds at this point. And he gives it up because the 8-town bet. He didn't bet much. $222 pot, just $30 in the last bet. Dudley's.
Yeah, I don't bluff, dude. You know that.
8-town's favorite statement. I do not bluff. He does lie, though. He's a poker player.
Yeah, you can go back and look, watch the tape. Study.
All right, looks like Rick has been the most aggressive, at least by one measure. Magic, yeah, that's expected. Pretty much all the, except for Kevin.
Sorry, okay, well, then we'll do the ball pot next hand. Sorry. We'll leave the blind and then move for the hold'em.
Pretty much the ones I expect. Chris is usually up there. Probably not getting cards tonight. Jay wins not. Yeah, he's usually up there too.
I heard you talk about ball pots. Straddle said 6 fold, 7 fold. That is a straddle.
10 straddle.
10 straddle.
Ball pot will be next hand. My apologies. Like I said, I'll leave
Magic's going to charge rent.
That will be forward.
Why not? He's got 7 deuce. Jay Wynn is going nowhere. Matter of fact, he's going to come over the top. I expect about 175 here.
Raise 120, 3 fold.
Just 120. 160, I take it back. I was close. A-Town's going nowhere. He may jam here. This is a great jam in hand. He's only got 365 behind. I like the jam play at this point. You're probably going to be flipping. Yeah, he's counting it out. I expect him to jam this. I play with him quite a bit in cash.
4 call, 5 fold.
He only calls. Well, I'd like to see a jam there. I'll be honest with you. If you're willing to put in for a penny, throw all those quarters in there too. You just haven't got enough behind to do anything. You're going to, you know, at the same time, if you hit your ace or your king and you jam, you're probably going to get called because you're not going to scare anybody off with 210 behind. Let's see how this rolls out. I have no idea what Magic is doing. I mean, he does qualify now, but he's behind. Probably not playing the cards. Now Jay Wynn and Magic have 2 pair. Yeah, I agree, Ham. I agree. Now, it hasn't run out for him, but It's again the difficulty of playing short stack, and you can see he looks like just shoved his head on the covers and cut one. And he's all in. Unfortunately, he's behind, way behind, as you can see by the numbers. You know, he's actually got more equity than 7 Deuce does. The Magic intelligently folds. Made the pot nice and huge, so if the ace of the king shows up, I'm rooting for you. A-Town, let's hit it. Let's hit it. We didn't see an ace or king pre-flop. Let's see if BMG is your best buddy.
Now I know how to turn my hand before we decide.
No, they're running it twice, and he gets no joy. No, ran it 3 times. Still got no joy. Jay Wynn's going to sweep it. Nice pot for Jay Wynn. You know, you can see that you're always 20% there, you know, if somebody's got a pair. So A-Town takes the hit. Don't know if he'll be buying back in.
We are going to do a bomb pot. Sorry, we'll come back to that.
That's the problem with playing short stack. You get 800, 900 in front of you there. You'll get the jacks to fold. Jay Wynn's smart.
VITO is the name.
That's the joy of having ace king.
Yes. It's rated in front of Jay. Okay.
I mean, your butt's not hanging out.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Playing short like that,
All right,
jacks
so
are going to call you all the time. They're going to call your aces.
Dudley's sitting on 6. 4 is gone for now. He said he's coming back. So we'll give him his time.
I had a really wise poker player tell me once, if you don't have enough money in front of you, if your money doesn't scare people, then you're playing with one hand type, or you're fighting with one hand behind your back.
So here's the buzzer. Here's your bullseye right here. So what you're going to do is just make sure that they're all reading. Typically all 4 at one time, or 2 at one time in the holding hands. When you see
You're
all
also
4
not
line
getting
up,
paid.
spread them, you can pull them back. Just try not to pull them all
There's
the way
something to be
back.
said for that.
Also, that's
Always
the-
chip up.
be very careful with
I'll
that.
chip up if I get $202. I'll get $100 more in a 1-2. Plus, you need it for the bomb pots anyway.
3 check,
Well, we don't have cards yet,
5 check, 7
but there's a
check, 8
king,
check, 9 check,
and
1
king
fold.
also has a 10, so Kevin flops it.
30.
2 bet 30.
Jay Wynn has king 10. Oh my goodness. Anybody got ace 10? No, all the 10s are taken right. You can't have ace 10. So they're totally jamming up the Broadway in the bottom.
Dude,
As a matter of fact, Kevin has the dummy end of the straight on the bottom. So he's got a ton of equity.
5 fold.
To have this many people in a pot and have more than 50% equity on both hands or both boards is pretty rare.
9 fold.
So Kevin's equity just keeps going up.
No, you're good. I need Florida
Jay
straight.
Wynn is going to get a quartered. Kevin doesn't know it, but he wants to just hit the crap out of this. Now Jay Wynn may be thinking that if he hits an 8, he has no chance of winning anything on the bottom now. The 4 scares neither one of them. They've got a king, so they know the kings aren't there. So go through the bomb pot in your head. This is something for you to take to the table. This bomb pot rollout here. I've got a king. Kings over 10s is not a play. I am nuts on the top, except for I've got a 10. Obviously, quads are not in play. You run through that and you say, yep, I got nuts. Kevin's like, I got insurance on the bottom. I only get beat by ace 10, which is highly unlikely because there's only one more 10 left. He is ready to get as much out of this as he can. Yeah, now with the ace on the top, he's like, you know, maybe aces beat me on top, but I still am scared of nothing at this point.
Need a Florida straight. Don't verify for me. I appreciate it. I just can't count it down yet. So.
Kevin's figuring out right now how he may even know
Just need to verify the.
that. I mean, he is losing potentially to.
Verify is equal to
Yeah, he's not afraid of anything.
But you are we either chop or you 3/4.
Choose checking it.
Yeah, Kevin takes down 3/4, 1170. So he's gonna take $700 home.
3/4.
Pretty sweet. A little over 700. You're going to break that up, and if you're not familiar with bomb pots, that's called getting quartered. I'm sure most of you are. I mean, unless you've lost your cable, if you're not a poker player, you're not watching this.
Yeah, sorry, straight.
Sorry?
Y'all both at Broadway?
No,
he had straight to the king, and we both had a 10-4.
Yeah, the table's asking who had Broadway. Little did they know that there were no 10s to be had, so nobody was going to have Broadway. No ace, no 10. Of course, neither one of them had aces, so had an ace.
That was fucking disgusting.
Not surprising to see J1 and Kevin up at the top of the aggression frequency. Again, with those type of players, if they're going to play a hand, they're going to be aggressive with that hand. And you're going to see a higher PFR.
7 call, 8 fold.
All right, rolling out hand number 58. Once again, hit the like button, and if you're in town, come see us at TCH Austin. If you're out of town, come see us. We've had a couple of people come in town. There's a lot of people traveling. They come to Card House. They all say nice things. I'll tell you honestly, the best thing about this place are the people. There's some great, I've got some friends that run some great card houses here in Austin. I like TCH. I like the players.
Me too by the river, though.
Love the dealers. Love the floors. Don't tell the floors I said that. Love the front. Front of house is great. Gina, Eva, Francisco, all of them. I think it's who we had tonight. All of them are great. They take care of you. I will say, if you come out and you're a new player that hasn't played a TCH, or you're a player that just hasn't played a TCH, they'll give you a great little run of the place, take you around, show you everything, tell you how everything works. Makes the new players feel really at home. Eva's my best buddy, so I'm going to throw her out there. She's just fantastic. I've come into card houses, and it's like, there's the bathroom, there's the cage. Good luck. Honestly, they act like they graduated from mortician school half the time. That is not the case with the front of the house we have at TCH Austin. Any TCH.
I think that girl is
He was my favorite. I had just gone to another card house. They handed me a piece of paper to fill out, told me what the rate was. That was it. 2 nights later, I come in. Eva's giving a tour around the place, showing people the bathrooms, the private rooms, the player locker area, everything. Hey, if you want food, I'll order for you. I thought, where the heck was this guy when I signed up at that other house? Customer experience, very important.
Thank you.
It also puts you at ease. It's hard being a new player coming into a card house. It's very intimidating, especially when, like here at TCH, where the players are so friendly, even then. because then you're like, well, I'm not part of the group.
Deadly added on.
But
$1.
again, if you're a TCH player and you see a new player and you can tell they're maybe a newer poker player, they can feel at home.
5, please.
Then crush them, but at least in the beginning, make them feel at home.
Ooh, sorry, go ahead and flip it. Go ahead and flip it.
You don't want them to feel
This one?
intimidated. It's intimidating.
Typical Carlo.
And then crush them, like I said. Tear their hearts out.
9 fold, 1 fold, 2 fold, 3 fold.
A-Town with the aces.
4-bet 50.
Wearing that very, very beautiful hat.
5 fold. 6 fold, 7 fold.
Doesn't look like he's going to get any action.
I just bought in 200.
Raised to 50. Oh, this is such an aces nightmare. Can't get paid. Look at it. I feel your pain, A-Town. I had my dream last night. I get aces. +2. Spiro's one of our floors playing on the button. Raises. I had raised, I think, 15. I never overbet my aces. They get cracked, they get cracked. I want value. Spiros raises, I think, to 45.
Straddle 10.
Big blind shoves.
2 fold, 3 fold.
Under the gun shoves. Now I'm thinking there's too many players in this hand. So I shove.
6 fold.
I'm big stack.
7 fold.
Get Spiros out of the hand because I do not want to play aces up against 3 other players. And I rolled. That's a dream. There's nothing worse than getting aces and you don't get paid. I don't mind them getting cracked, but don't fold around to me. Oh my gosh.
9 fold. 7 fold.
That's like just sitting in the dentist chair and he's like, oh, you came in for a tooth cleaning? Yeah, it's a root canal. Boy, hate that.
I'm gonna have to remember which one of those is actually like.
The top one.
They got good steaks there, right? Just hungry. That's all.
If they keep dealing me good, there should be no stacks left.
Got a live 10. 10's on.
All right, folks. Just a little over an hour left. I'm going to take a quick break. I want to see some likes when I get back. How many we got now? I can't even see how many likes we got. Yeah, this problem with me wearing my contacts. I can't see the little stuff.
5-bet 35.
All right. This is Uncle T. I will leave you to it for 5 minutes. See you in a second.
9-bet 100. 1 call. 5 fold. Heads up, gentlemen. Nine bet. 150. One call. Nine bet. 350. One goes all in. I told you, twice. 9 calls. Sorry, just I didn't hear. Here we go, one time. Yes. Yes. Suit up a stream.
No, not really. I haven't played one in about 6 months probably. But the tournament series is a lot. Kind of look fun.
I played the just a while.
5, 10, 3, 4. 4, 4, 5, 4. 6 fold, 7 fold, buttons on 8. 7 call, 8 fold.
Yeah, you have a natural quad.
Yeah, I heard.
Buttons on 8. Players in the hand are 1,
Was
2,
it
7.
against Skull Mike?
No, the other commentators.
Oh. Okay.
They didn't mention me.
I heard. Not sure. One of the commentators had lost with
Yeah. He had
deuces.
2's in, there you go.
No, no.
They lost 2 out of 3 times. They
Good.
had.
No, he
That's good.
that's full poker. He won one top twice, and I busted him out.
1 bet
That's
10.
crazy.
Natural quad or natural oil. That's the only way I know.
That's
2 call. 7 call. 3 players.
I'm in for aces, he go well in. Probably the best way to play it.
1 bet 50.
I wonder what his aces are ranked as and a deuce is wild.
Can you tell him about Liquid?
2 calls, 7 players.
Beginning people going all in with ace kings like that. That's hard.
Heads up.
Yeah.
Any deuce is like a super break.
Yeah.
By the end of the night, they figured it out.
Yeah. It was too late for most.
1 bet 100.
That was fun.
Suit up at stream. Two raised, 600. One fold. Wait a second. All right, the dead butt 2-5, please. Got 10 live, 5-10.
All right, we're back at it. Y'all hit those like buttons? I hope so. Hand number 64.
4 call, 5 fold.
What are we going to talk about?
7 fold. 8 bet
No
35.
politics.
1 call. 2 fold.
Just talk to a couple of the players that were sitting at the table, see how they're doing.
4 call.
Everybody likes the game.
I got 4 players.
Looks like we got 4 callers. 1 raiser, 3 callers.
1 fold.
JR flops it.
4 check.
Gonna have a hard time making money here.
8 bet 100.
Maybe a $30 bet. And he bets 100.
4 fold.
Takes it down. Might bet a little smaller than there, JR. I'm not gonna tell you what to do, brother.
Take a second.
JR's my buddy. Like I said, he's got a card house up in Killeen.
Aaron is the name. Aaron.
Aaron.
And how much are we paying?
About 750.
We'll make a count.
Well, this is where I need Dante. Dante would always throw out a random subject matter. We talked about Super Bowl.
Are we on TV?
We are.
That's great.
So it is a 2-5 game. There is no mandatory straddle, but if there is a straddle, minimum.
Not much else going on.
$2
Nobody
box
gives a
every
rip
turn,
about the NBA yet.
double board PLA.
I don't play the bomb box.
She said about 5 minutes. About 5 minutes for the bomb box?
Lakers played a couple of good games against the Knicks and the Celtics, but I don't want to talk about the Lakers. I've been talking about the Lakers all my dang life.
So what you'll do is just make sure you have both cards over the thing. When you see both of them in red on the screen where your name's at, that means it's red.
And I am here. I'll throw out a controversial subject. I don't like. Yeah, I'm gonna say it out loud. I don't like LeBron James.
5 bet, 25. And you'll hear me call all the action. 6 cards.
Weigh in. I don't like him. I don't like the way he talks.
9 fold.
I don't like the way he acts.
1 bet, 150.
Love the way he plays.
3 fold, 4 fold. 5 fold.
I tell you what, if you like LeBron James, hit the like
7
button.
goes all in.
Show me. Don't tell me. Show me. Hit the like button. I like LeBron James. Like button. Trying to get to 150.
We got a showdown. Eight of spades. Alright, I'm going to be looking at ace-6 high is going to be good. Please. Ace.
I was shocked.
So who's your favorite NBA player? I mean, it's a league of players. It's not really a league of teams as much as a league of players. Of course, I'm from Dallas-Fort Worth, so you know who I like. Still wished we got Kevin instead of Kyrie, but
Yeah, you don't mind.
it would be a thumbs down for LeBron. Oh, I just hit your like button, Hammer. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'll be honest with you. He's just one of those players that is polarizing. Yeah, I don't watch either. You know, this is my story. I've said this on the stream before. Sports, the 4 major sports are the 4 women in my life. Baseball's my mother. She drives me crazy, but she's been around there from the beginning. Like I said, I worked for the Rangers when I was 14 years old. It's the only place in Arlington where you get a job when you're underage.
1 bet, 35.
Football is my wife. She drives me a little wacky and can get anger out of me really fast, but I'm always going to love her. I can't help myself. Hockey is my mistress. That's my passion.
Heads up.
I just get more excited playoff time in hockey than anything else. So
1 check, 2 check.
NBA is that really crazy ass chick on the block that you know you should stay away from because she's shady. That's all I'm gonna say.
1 check.
Now I feel weird if I don't.
2 check.
Still look at her a lot.
9 and 10 to the key.
Can't keep my eyes off of her.
It's the weirdest angle ever.
Well, no, if I bet, it's gonna feel weird, but I did want to bet.
Of course, I'm a big soccer fan too. Love that Austin FC.
We also have quad 5s today for $1,000. So in the hold'em hand, pocket 5s that
Yeah, hockey. I mean, I was a Dallas Stars season ticket holder. I was so excited when the North Stars came to Dallas. Me and my buddy, we got tickets. We got season tickets at Reunion Arena, American Airlines Center. It was awesome. That was the worst thing about moving out of Dallas-Fort Worth. Playing pretty good hockey right now. Like this team. Wish they'd been able to get past Las Vegas last year.
Good. 7 call, 8 call, 9 fold, 1 call, 2 fold.
New player sitting in seat 9.
3 bet 50. 4 fold.
Not familiar with him.
5 fold.
The names are flipping around too much. Didn't see what the name was. I'll catch it in a minute. I've seen him before, but I haven't played with him, I don't think. Kevin's got a mystery ace. Maybe another heart.
7 check, 8 check.
Oh, Hammer, are you from Minnesota? Oh. Yeah, my buddy Tom Solomon is from Minnesota. That was heartbreaking for them. I used to date a girl from Mankato. Well, she went to Mankato State. She was actually from a little town called Wasika, if you know where that is. Classic blonde Norwegian girl. Awesome tennis player. She actually played basketball at SMU. Yeah, that was bad for the North Stars, good for Dallas. You know Wasika? Wow. Yeah, I went to visit her once up in Wasika. We were playing tennis. I think I told this story on the stream before. And they started packing it up because the sun was going down. I'm like, what's the deal? We got lights here. And then I saw this cloud of insects around the lights. I'm like, yeah, those are mosquitoes. I'm like, what the frick? Get me out of here before they carry me off. I have never seen that many mosquitoes. I mean, I ran to the car. I still think I got about 12 of them before I even got to the car. Yeah, I love that part of Minnesota. Gorgeous, beautiful, green, all the lakes, beautiful blonde girls. Yep, I'm in. Until the sun goes down. Then I'm out. Hand number 69, 68. Yeah, we're not going to get very close to the 100 mark. Could be a sign that we've had a lot of action, but can't really say that. BMG's doing his job, rolling them out fast. Okay, seat 1 is Aaron. Not Aaron, but Aaron. Not much to look at. Chris has got strongest hand. Club's no good for JR. If the club's fold, so JR's back in legitimacy, but he's probably not going to see very many of them. He does get one. This is not going to incur much action. That's going to clamp it down even more. So what do you guess? Somebody just needs to, well, Chris is going to bet at it. He's not going to get a call from JR.
I know. You have the quad 5. I got a fold. No, I don't want to, I just don't want to show.
What are boundary waters? What does that mean? I know what black flies are. What do you mean from boundary waters? That sounds like some place that a patrol boat would be. The boundary waters.
I got a seat open stream.
Scoop this ball pot, you get to have this whole stack right here.
Yeah, looks like seat 3 has gone through a few players. I'm sorry, seat 7 has gone through a few players tonight. It has not been a very good seat for players. I think Preston was sitting there earlier.
No,
two other players come and go.
We're going to the yellow road.
I guess, man. He's ready.
Now we're on hand 69. And it's a boomer. A boomer pooter.
8 check, 1 check.
Queens and diamonds on the other board. Looks like Magic's got diamonds. Doesn't bet him. And a useless 4 comes out on both boards. Does bring in the wheel. Nobody's got clubs.
Eight bet.
Well, Kevin's
One
got
check.
9-5
Two
of clubs.
check.
He's
Three
never going to
check.
act on that.
5 check.
And then it checks down to the final. And there's another 4. Clubs come in on the bottom. Did you just do the BMG sound?
2 check.
BMG has this sound that he makes.
5 check. Showdown.
Our producer Mel just gave it back.
Where are we at? Alright, I'm going to be looking at clubs, bottom board.
Looks like Kevin's going to take one of the boards with the clubs. The other one is just queens. Straight queens is going to be queens with king for J-Win.
Spades and clubs. Spades and clubs.
Huge pot of $60. Even BMG can do that math.
Thank you.
No, BMG's great with the pots. I've seen him untangle some really gnarly bomb pots. Boundary Waters canoe area. No motorized vehicles. Oh, I get you. Oh, that's cool. Oh, it's Boundary as in Canada. Yeah, up there by International Falls. The coldest place in North America.
You don't have to mandatory straddle. I'm just saying
United
if you're
States.
small or big, it is a mandatory straddle.
I spent some time one winter in Minneapolis, St. Paul.
But just during the stream.
That was brutal. Texans are not good in the winter in Minnesota. I mean, I was really, really pleased that the hotel we were at had these walkways to other places because I did not want to stick my face outside.
1 bet, 25, 2 fold.
It made my nose hurt, if that's descriptive at all. I walked around with my fist over my nose.
5 bet.
Sure they thought I was insane.
6 fold, 8 fold.
We've had a nice mild winter this winter. Knock on wood. 1 cold spell. That's all I can take. Magic's flopped
1 check.
4 to a flush. Chris has got nothing to work with, but he may bet at it just because he's on the button, and he does for 50, 65, 60. He's going to get a call on the draw. Ace of Spades would be a cool card. It's just a jack. Now he's got open ender as well as the spade draw. Knock on wood, Hammer. I'll take this weather right now all the way till early April. Just going to bet at it again. Now they're both draw. Probably going to get a call here. It's not a huge bet. 175 into a $300 pot, and a little less. Magic's like, yeah. Did he just come over the top? What a machine. What an animal. He does have the jack. Got to feel pretty good. Top with a good kicker. Spades to draw on. If you're asking me if TCH Austin is as nice as Las Colinas, no. Las Colinas is spanking, but it's also pretty dang brand spanking new. The new venue, just as good as Las Colinas from what I hear. This is the original, so it's older. I will say this, I love the people here. Honestly, the players too. Love the people. So you put the best people in the best venue, and I ain't complaining about much.
2-5, yes sir.
So, give us till March, early April, and my answer will be yes. Now, I have not played Las Colinas. People are probably just as great there. Best thing about the TCH product, in my opinion, as a player.
2 fold.
It's going to be bigger. It's going to be. I don't have a comparison yet. I don't remember. Mel, how many tables at the new venue? 60? No, not here at the new place. No. All right, sit back down. She was no help at all. 40 plus at the new place. So, you know, more than double. Like I said, bar, restaurant, be a nice place.
10's on, by 10.
You can always go to the Walmart of Poker up on 35. Certainly plenty of tables there. But I'm not a fan.
5 bet, 35. 6 fold.
Chris is playing my favorite hand. It's not a premium. 10-8 of hearts. Kevin and I talk about that all the time. He crushed me with it one night. 6s for Jay Wynn. He's going to come in. Magic's going to play his suited ace. This is going to, let's see a pretty flop here. Pretty interesting. And that is not it. BMG let me down. 6s are still good. Back doors for everybody else. Now there's an ace. That makes it a little bit
Those are for the
more
stream.
interesting.
You gotta talk to four.
Not much. Magic's got all the equity.
1 bet,
He's
25.
going to bet it. 10-8's dead. 6s need to hit itself. Easy to. All those hands are kind of playing themselves face up on that one. Not the 10-8 so much, but. Jay Wynn's still up 4.1. Magic's doing well. Kevin's had a good night. Dudley's surfing that wave. Paying for his time. Aaron's down a little bit, hadn't been in too long. Chris is down 1.4, which is rare for Chris. One of our local young pros, young studs. If you listen to this, Chris, I mean that only in the poker sense. Did not wear his Bills sweatshirt tonight. Looks like Academy had a sale, so we got a new one.
1 call. 2 call. 3 check. 5 players. 1 check, 2 check. 3 check.
Magic once again hits in the story of his night. He's going to check it. A-Town's going to bet his 6.
Call. 8 call.
Backdoor spades.
Sorry,
Bear's
I
going
got
to
this one,
call.
this one, sorry.
See if he can get lucky. Jay Wynn's open-ended. He ain't going nowhere.
2 call.
Let's see if we get somebody punished.
4 players.
A 7, a 6. 8 of clubs is going to shut that action down a little bit.
1 check, 2 check, 4 check. 8 check.
8 of clubs is not anybody's friend.
1 check.
So kings are good, but you can't know it because there's 4 clubs on the board. And JR, and Magic's like, yeah, I got the jack of clubs. JR may think he's good. Jay Wynn's going to be the one to make a play at it. And it's going to be, I think the jack will call. JR's never calling. Certainly not A-Town. You don't think about it and fold.
4 fold.
JR's thinking it's only $100. Looks a little bit like a value, a lot like a value. He's tempted, he succumbs. Now let's see what Magic does. How strong does he feel this jack is at this point? He's like, wow, 2 callers? He's going to fold the best hand.
I was like, you're still in it.
7?
And Jaywin's going to show the loser. Wow. I would have put his chance of winning the hand at a really low amount. With a jack of clubs.
Put him on the ace of clubs?
Wow, Magic, he was usually very bold. Those pinchy huevos. Couldn't make those eggs work.
Better twist stab than never twist stabbed at all. Shakespeare.
I said 7. Hey, that was a good hand to like walk into.
I was going to say, you blindly called it.
I blindly called it, right? You know?
I was going up the other. Nobody has the ace of clubs here. Real call. 5 fold here.
Jaywin's explaining his thoughts. Should have made a bigger bet. He would have gotten JR to fold.
Nobody has any clubs here.
8 call.
Bunch of red
I thought you were
cards.
full like 2 twice. You're like
9 call.
Yeah, I thought he was folding.
1 fold.
If I got all that,
That's like,
I tried to stay out of the way.
oh, he was blocking the view.
I'm a big dude, sorry.
You would have had it.
All right, hand number 74, Bob Lilly. Pretty dry board, but there is a jack out there, and A-Town's got it. Pretty good kicker, and he's got backdoor clubs. JR's not going to call. Aaron might call. He's got an over. Jaywin's folding. Kevin's folding. May play the 4, but no. A-Town hasn't been able to make money out of his hands tonight. Probably starting to get a complex. All right, so we got Minnesota is the farthest away. Not that I know you're in Minnesota.
Should have ate before I came. What else?
But from Minnesota. So who's the farthest away?
Right here, not good. No, I'm not watching.
Still got 115 of you out there.
As long as it's an ace that's missing.
By the way, Minnesota, high tomorrow is projected to be 71 degrees in Austin, Texas.
We got one extra. We got one extra there.
Give me some of that. Yes, sir. We're going to have a new venue that we'll be moving to. I say we. I'm a player. I do live stream. I am not an employee. It's going to be 1 block west of our current location, right at the juncture of Anderson Mill and 183. Just one. If you know Austin, right next to the aquarium. Also understand it's going to be the corporate headquarters for all the TCH places. Yeah, Ham, that is. There's nothing better than opening the door at about noon, and the temperature in your house is the same as the temperature outside your house. Okay, well that tells me something, Damon Pro. Virgin Islands, that is going to take it down. I'm gonna go out on a limb. Virgin Islands is going to take it down. We're also highly, highly jealous of you at this moment, especially in Minnesota. BVI? Yeah? British Virgin Islands? I've been there. I used to be a big diver. Not so much anymore. I'm kind of I call it a swimming pool diver. Like if you got some place that looks like a swimming pool, like it's really clear water, not a lot of waves, I'm in. The hard diving, not so much. Okay, so you're from Minnesota, so define hot weather. Yeah. you know, because it ain't hot until you get up to 105. We used to go play Scottsdale and golf. A bunch of friends of mine from Dallas Fort Worth in June because everybody was gone and the fares went down. And it was awesome. We'd be on the course by ourselves. These really nice courses. And we were Texans. We didn't care. 121 degrees. Who cares? Have a beer. 83 plus? 83? Oh my gosh. 83. My swimming pool used to get warmer than that.
4 fold, 5 fold. One more. 2. 6 fold.
83. Wow.
Who's that there? 2. 3 fold.
I generally make it a point not to sweat till it's 95.
I remember now. I had pocket 5.
Okay.
6 check.
We won with a 2.
1 bet 50.
That's how I used to get my son to take a bath. I'd make him go swim in the pool. He said, it feels like bath water. I'm like, yeah, well, at least you're bathing. Well, we haven't had much of an exciting hand. I'm not doing much commentary on these hands because they seem to peter out pretty quick. Let's have a big one, BMG. I mean, we're in a 2-5 game where the 1-2 game's broken out.
Sorry? Was that a free roll tournament?
It's kind of basically.
$20 free roll?
Free roll.
So it's
You go St. Croix? I'd like to do that. Yeah, that wall. I know. At 3, I dove the Roatan wall, which was intimidating enough, especially after it kind of has 2 reefs. You have a 110 foot, 115 foot, and then you go over the next one, or you go to the east side of the island. You're always on the north side. I think it's north side or south side. One side's got a lot of waves, the other side doesn't. And you kind of just go, you know, no, it's not a steep wall in Roatan as much as it is at St. Croix, from what I understand. Same with the Caymans. You're kind of looking down into the abyss, wondering, you know, where's the Meg? You know what I mean? You went to 165? Are you insane? You must have blown through your air in about 5 minutes. I went down to 110. It's not crazy or stupid. Well, crazy, yes, insane. I've gone too deep before. But we went down in Roatan. We went down to an area where they had these little, they called them sandworms, but they were sand eels. And they would pop their little heads out, and if you laid on the bottom, there's like 1 million of them. And all you have to do is tink your tank, which the diver knows that means you just make a metal noise on your tank, which carries through the water, and they all just go whoosh, right back into the sand. They just disappear. Then they come all sneaking back up. We were down there for like 8 minutes, and I blew through my air. What kind of, a reefer, white tip reefer? I love those sharks. I said Roatan. I meant Bonaire. Roatan is awesome too, and it's got some wall. Bonaire was where we did the sand eels. We got one great wreck there, and we got visited by a pod of dolphins. Oh, that's when you feel small, especially when those things click at you. You can feel it in your sternum. I love sharks. I had a 15-foot bull go over my head once. All the little reefers disappeared, and we're like, where did the sharks go? They had a big fish sickle, they called it, big frozen bucket of fish that they pulled out and dropped in the water, so all the little sharks come around, and we're sitting there on the bottom watching the sharks. And big daddy 15-foot bull shark comes over the top of us. I was never so glad to be sitting amongst people, not on the edge of people. Figure if he comes to get me, he's going to plow through 2 people first. And he just looked at us. He'd go by, and his eyeball would just look at you like, what the hell? Cane Bay. Yeah. Awesome. Yep, I'm really jealous right now. Okay, Virgin Island. All I want's an invite, brother. I'll pay the airfare. 165. Man, you beat my deepest by 30 feet. A whole, what is that? A whole level of pressure. For non-divers, every time you go down 33 feet, the air compresses 50%. Yeah, so that's what I was explaining, Ham. So if you have a tank of air or a lung full of air and you go down 33 feet, that air is compressed in half. So, and that happens every 33 feet by the external pressure. So now, if you had 2,500 pounds per square inch in your tank, you go down 33 feet, you've lost half of it. Because when you take a regular breath of air in, you're getting a squash down, say a cubic foot is now cubic half a foot. And that happens every time you go down 33 feet. So now, that's why when they teach you an emergency situation, you take a breath at 100 feet, you can literally, as you swim for the surface out of air, that air will expand in your lungs, and you will not run out of air. You blow it out, you go, and you blow it a little bit out, you can blow it all the way to the top and you'll never run out of air. Matter of fact, if you don't do that, you'll blow up your lungs. Your chest will essentially explode from the inside. That's a bad thing, in case you didn't know. What are we? Well, y'all got me talking about diving. All right, let's pay attention to poker so I don't get in trouble by Mel. She'll throw a rock at me. Here's some big hands. Magic's in with ace-jack, raised to 110. A-Town calls him with threes, a little prospective. No, he didn't call. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to call with threes. You want to set mine, but you're nervous about everything. Aaron's in with the hand that I won a big hand with tonight, ace-8 of clubs. Let's see whether they're black or red. They're red.
Check. Okay, one bet, 125.
Magic's probably thinking he's playing up against a big pair. He wants to charge rent. Won't get a caller.
That easy. Game's that easy.
Yeah, I wonder if I would have got the queen.
Yeah, that's true. You don't have to do a safety stop when you're out of air.
That was $10 out there.
Why are you saying you went?
Was it 3 hearts on the flop?
Okay, it was like just okay. And it was like just seconds after I descended over the wall from 100 to 165. Yeah. So why did you not need to do a safety stop?
Was your flush already made, or you needed
It's a bomb pot.
No, I needed one more.
So you went down to 165 and came straight up and didn't do a safety stop?
Six.
Oh, your skin was bubbly.
You gotta hook me up on a bomb pot. You gotta hook me up on a bomb pot. One time, that's all.
That's when I knew I was going to be able to dive. When I enjoyed safety stops. Everybody gets impatient. They're just hanging out.
I bet I win this one.
And I was just sitting there just loving being in the water, practicing getting my buoyancy perfectly right.
I guess what threw me is because it was $10. I couldn't overcall.
By the way, I'm selling my my buoyancy compensation device, my BC.
That's the intention and why I allowed it, because I hate calling it out in the middle of a hand because it gives away a lot of information.
All right, bomb pot.
So if you don't pull back your chips.
We're winding down.
1, 2, 3, 4 check, 5 checks, 8 check.
Just about 20 minutes left.
1 check.
Three aces out on these boards. Oh, you did your safety stop on a swim. Yeah, I've done that before. Bonaire was like that. You go over the wall, but then you had this long swim into shore. It's all shore diving. You just walk out in the water. And I would do that. I'd make sure I had enough air that I could just swim along the bottom. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. So that sounds like the same kind of configuration as we had in Bonaire. About 125 yards of swimming to shore at a gradual incline, nice soft sand. And you'd use every pound going. Yeah, just sit on the bottom. That's a lot better than hanging onto a line. Or even worse, just hanging.
I use county chips. I got there 3 players.
You got good flora and fauna out there, and you got to. Last time I went to Bon Air, I just sat there and stared at a peppermint shrimp that was a cleaning station,
2 check.
eating the parasites out of the gills of a moray. Actually, it's a green eel, about the size of a moray. I could have sat there all day.
240. 3 bets, 240.
Love the little macro and microfauna, the microfauna. Love the big megafauna too. Beautiful night dives. Oh my gosh.
8 call.
Beautiful night dives. All right, so we're bomb potting again. Looks like Kevin's got ace king on the top and an ace on the bottom, so he's ahead. The hearts didn't come in, or no flushes. Looks like this is Kevin's to take. Jay-Win's trying to figure out if his 4s are good, and they are, but that's a hard thing to call. Kevin, or JR, I think he swept. He scooped. No, 7-6. He's good. He's good. 7-6. So Kevin's going to take one board with ace jack, aces and jacks.
67 straight,
And
aces, 4 jacks. Bet.
yeah, that's not straight. All right, I'm sorry. I didn't believe in you, JR. You know, I assume you mean Air Force at the end of that. Sorry, I work for the Air Force. Yes. I tell people all the time that if you can play in Texas, you will be surprised when you go to Vegas. Because they're tight.
I don't want to get back a quarter.
They're very tight, and they're very they get irritated, especially the local grinders when you raise pre-flop. They're playing a game from 30 years ago. That is not Texas. Like I said, I had aces, and I got jammed into by a pair of 4s, I want to say, and Jack 10. So, you know, here's Dudley with the aces. He's hoping that somebody with a pair of 4s jams into him.
8's in there.
He's going to get called from JR very prospectively on the button, decides to defend. It's only $10. Jay-Win's going to call him too. Everybody's going to call a $10 bet. It's the only problem with having aces. You play 4 other players, you're going to get 2 pair on you just about every time. Unless you flop this top set. There are no diamonds. Nobody's got anything. I mean, A-Town's got Jack. He may stick around. Let's see what Dudley decides to bet. 60. Which 60 into a $50 pot's a little large. A-Town may call with the Jack, but he's too short. Yeah, I like a check there. See if you can induce somebody into a bluff.
Button is dead. 2-5, please.
Especially early position like that. Oh, wow. Well, I guess he was, sorry, he was cut off. He was just happy to get a win. I don't blame him. I've been there. Dudley's a great guy. He's funny. It's interesting.
At least I got the $10 out of him.
The bar games were pretty good. It was pretty good. Oh, the game, yeah, the poker they play in the bars. Yeah, yeah. All right, good night, Rena. Sleep well. Middle school tomorrow. I hope you're not going to middle school. I hope you're like teaching.
8 bet 25. 1 fold. 2 fold. 3 fold. 4 call.
All right, hand number 82.
4 check and dart.
As we wind down our evening, 2-5 here at TCH Austin. We lose seat 1. Seems like we lost Aaron.
You win. I fold.
Ace deuce flops 2 pair. JR gets no action.
Showed ace deuce.
And 2 pair.
That was not, in spite of what the graphics said, a $5,078 pot.
Figured it out. I love break flop.
JR wishes it was.
Yeah, a little bit.
What?
I get the 2-3 off.
Gosh, I haven't thought about that movie since the day I saw it. Oh, that blonde girl was cute, though.
You found the answer, Joe.
Oh, no, wait a minute. That blonde girl was in
That's what I've been doing.
the golf movie.
I look at it and I fold it.
I'm trying to think of who the girl was. that was
Just
in
don't
there,
look.
Billy
Universe
Madison.
far and wide for the answer. And they just
You know, that was an era where I did not like Adam Sandler. I like him a lot better now.
Good for the bankroll. But it's a good answer.
man, when it works, it works.
Although I did like the blonde boy.
When it's good, it's good.
A-Town wakes up with kings.
4 bet 10. 5 fold. 6 fold.
Yeah, under the gun, he's going to raise to 10.
8 call.
these
1
these
fold.
small pre-flop bets by big pairs are funny. JR calls with Jack 10.
3 fold.
Kevin's going to fold. Once again, it's only heads up with a big pair, just like in the hand with Dudley. It's hard to make money that way. You just pray that he gets a jack or a 10, and he doesn't.
4 check. 8 check.
The smart thing is he checked. So, and now he wishes he hadn't.
4 bet 25. 8 fold.
Now he bets. He's happy he didn't get snapped off because that means you just. That's kind of a classic mistake. I've made it 100 times, 1,000 times. Like, you make a bet where you're probably only getting called by somebody that's got you beat.
Got live 10.
So was that a tournament? Yeah, I never understood those chip sets. So the min buy-in was 1K. So in a bar game, was it cash? Was it legal
It's a live
there?
10. It's a live 10 on Chris.
So you can play just basically a home game in a bar, which may be the perfect world.
8
I've always thought if I could play poker in a pub in
1
England,
bet 75.
I'd be the happiest person on the planet.
No, you're good. 2 fold. 3 fold. 4 fold. 5 fold. Perfectly fine. I'm just here to do
I take it back. A pub in Ireland. That's even better because I'm Irish. Actually, I'm a 6th generation Texan, but so it's cash. Okay. I've never done that. Well, going home 7K is never a bad thing. Before we had card houses, we used to have those games in bars that were basically tournaments with prizes, you know. Used to have a lot of charity games in San Antonio. Everything else was underground. So it was in a home. Okay. Okay. Oh, I see. You put house there. I was equating it with the earlier comment where you said the bar. All right. A7 folded. Unusual. King 10 comes in for 15. Magic's been aggressive all night. Don't want to price anybody out though. We've had a lot of fold arounds tonight. Haven't played a lot of multiplayer pots, and that is a good example. The one thing that always cracks me up when people will, relatives or otherwise, will listen to my live stream, and they've only watched like Hollywood Casino highlights, and they're like, "Dad, this game is boring." I'm like, well, you're watching the highlights. Can't have three-way all-ins every hand. You run out of players really fast. Magic once again comes in, raises to 30. Kevin's going to call him with suited ace. By this time, he's got a big book on Magic. Chris has got the best hand of ace king. Everybody else folds. After raise to 160, Kevin's thinking about it now, but he's probably going to fold. You see, I'm always wrong with Kevin. I'm wrong when I play with him, and I'm wrong now. He also knows Chris can be aggressive and he's got position. And that is all spades, which is not going to make Kevin happy. Doesn't make Chris very happy either. Kevin's ahead right now with ace-5. I think the all spades, BMG killed our action, put the spades out there. Never blame the dealer. And the last spade comes out. Neither one of them are happy now. This is going to kill this hand. Check, check. Kevin's never betting here. But he'll take it down with the 5. One guy showed up late, bought him for 2K, first hand lost. He had king, was called by a stranger on tilt with king-queen offsuit. He hit trip queens on the flop. Oh my gosh. I hate it when somebody's that much of a dog and crushes it. Yeah, first one to bet wins there. Kevin took it down anyway. All right, folks, just told by my awesome producer, awesome dealer, and an all-around wonderful person, Melvin, that we are Melania. That's what I'll call her, Melania. That we are coming up in the last couple of hands. We always wind up with a bomb pot. So if you can, give us a like before you leave. Trying to hit 150. I don't know if we made it or not. Dude went home? Yeah. I think I dropped by the bar first. Yeah, but no. That's where it's easier to be a single guy. You just go home, have a drink, go to bed, cry, in my case, to my cat. Explain the whole hand to him. I know Hank, my cat, he's very understanding, very sympathetic. He's a poker player too, so he gets it. One hand and gone. Yeah, I can't actually say I've only played one hand and been gone, but I'm sticky. Ken was taking down another pot, small pot. Makes $1.17 out of it. See if we can get you some totals before we leave. Last time around the horn for the AFQ, Jay win, aggression frequency. We lost a couple players, so we are down to 7.
We got live 10 by 20.
Yeah, I've heard people say that, but I'll tell you honestly, Ham, I'd like comebacks. I've been felt it in this game. Go outside, walk around the block, kick the trash can, check my temperature, get the emotion out, come back in. And it's almost more fun to make a comeback from that kind of deficit than it is to even have a winning night. It makes you feel like, okay, I'm a poker player. I don't give up that easy. You can come back and play tight. Don't come back gambling. Hit the reset button. Jay Wynn folds his ace-10 to $125 bet by JR. Kevin may suss this out. Oh, he's already out of the hand. A-Town. I thought it was thinking it was A-Town in the hand. All right, Chris is in. And that is a club flop. And that is all JR, although Chris may feel good about his king. Another club comes out. Well, now he feels better. This is perfect for JR to get some money out of this hand.
75, all in.
Oh, well, he jammed into him. Now Chris can't call. Chris is like, really? That's a really interesting play by JR. I mean, his looks so bluffy. I would recommend it. I do like a 3x raise over the top. That's going to get Chris to think longer. Hey, Chris is never calling here. He's too good. He's too smart. He's thinking it through. He's going to fold it. What? He called JR. You're a freaking genius. You're my hero, you animal. Oh, you animal. Oh, my gosh. He gets another king out of it, too. Chris had already mucked his hand. I have never really seen Chris make that kind of mistake. He's so mistake-free for the most part. Oh, my gosh. Boy, we saved the best for the last. That was insane. I thought that was JR, if you watch this, I'm sorry, but I thought that was a bad move. But it was freaking genius. You get Chris to call that. Chris's credit, he reloads for 2,500. He's like, let's go. Well, it's the thing, Mike, is like with these player levels, these are really, really good players. Even though it's just a 2-5 game. That looks so bluffy. And Chris, he's got to think his king is good. And it looks like you've got a big club, and you're just wanting to hit that last one. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but that's kind of like, you're thinking like I think, which is more like a 1-2, 1-3 player thinks.
You skated out of one, though.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's a great hand. I love to watch it. I feel bad for Chris, but I don't feel bad because he had a chance to get out of the hand. But, he didn't tank too long. Chris is a really smart professional player. He's like, this is how often am I, he's going through it in his head, how often am I ahead here? And the numbers came out in his favor. And he's stuck a little bit tonight, so I get it. All right, so we're in a bomb pot for the last hand. Thanks for joining us tonight. This is TCH Austin. Uncle T in the booth tonight. Dante earlier. Enjoyed it. Pretty good game. We're going to play a bomb pot here at the end with A-Town getting his ace and top pair on the other board and a diamond draw on the other board. He's got a lot of this, although the 6-2 isn't too reassuring. He doesn't know it, but Kevin's got 3 diamonds and Jamie's got 2 diamonds. But
just make sure we're skating at 5.
He's ahead of Kevin.
Actually, you're good. You're good right now because, last hand. This is the last hand. My bad, Chris. Obviously, you have to 8 fold, 1 fold, 2 fold. 25, yes. 3 call.
Kevin's in. Not real sure why. Well, I guess he's got a gutter on that ace board.
Every time he raised,
now he's got 2 pair. Can't feel like he's good. If the board pairs, he's doomed. Right now, A-Town and Chris are going to share that top board with
He's getting ahead.
Chris is a little bit ahead because he can hit the 10, which is a better kicker. But it won't play.
Well, that was my night. 2 nights ago, it's like, remind yourself that you can't get mad about bumping
Kevin can't stick around. So Chris is going to take part of this with queen 10 on the bottom. And the board runs out so that, yeah, it's Chris is going to get 3/4.
Ace, queen. Other board's going to be 2 pair, queen 10.
Yep.
Queen 10.
A-Town gets quartered. That's such a negative feeling.
Queen 10.
Well, thank you all. Enjoyed it. I will be back. This is Uncle T signing out. Thank you for joining us tonight. TCH Austin. Come see us. As always, friendliest game in town. Good night, all.